Ooh. Oh. Oh. My chat streamer bot thing that like pulls both of the chats together just crashed. Hold on, guys. Damn! What's up, guys? Welcome to the stream. We're a little delayed. I don't know why this program is acting super damn buggy, bro. What the fuck? Gotta fucking pull up Task Manager, chat. Jesus. Yeah. Nope, we're ending task. End that shit. Yeah. Alright, let's start it again. Play the Caillou theme song. Is Kai in here? I don't see Kai's name. Bro, why is this not working? Okay. All right. Cool. Love that. Love that. Hold on, let me ping Discord while we're waiting, chat. Okay. It is not collecting chat. Oh, okay, hold on. Let me do this real quick, chat. I don't know why, guys. It's not working. Give me a second. Oh, now it's working? It might only be picking up Twitch though. I don't know why this isn't fucking working. What the hell?
6 million ways to die.
Oh, let me turn down the music for you guys. Sorry, guys. I'm having some technical difficulties here. Looks like we're only picking up the Twitch chat. Maybe that'll help. Oh. Oh. And now it's crashing again. Fuck! Bro, what the hell? Is there like a new update or something, bro? What the fuck? Well, this is a little bit of a pain in the bootay. Chat, I have no idea what's going on right now. Please! Please work. Please! Dude, I don't know why it's not connecting to YouTube, and I genuinely have no clue why. Lime Juicing, thank you for resubscribing with Prime. Sorry, guys. I am so confused. I don't understand why this isn't working. It's not even tracking the Twitch chat again. Hello? Okay. Well, definitely makes things a little bit harder. Okay, the Twitch is working, but the YouTube is not, and I don't know why. And now it's not responding again, bro. What the fuck? Hold on, chat. I'm just gonna do a full uninstall and reinstall. I kind of need it, you know? It's unfortunately a little important to my videos to have like all the chats conglomerated. Okay. Fuck, do I need to restart my computer though? That's gonna be so annoying. Oh no, chat, oh no. Dude, I don't even see it. What the fuck? Dude, I don't even see it on my list of installed apps. StreamerBot. What? Dude, I'm so confused right now, you guys. What the fuck? Oh, I'm getting rage baited by my own fucking software, man. I'm so confused, you guys. I'm so confused. It says that it doesn't actually install it to your computer. I'm so fucking confused, you guys. Yo, it's not even giving me an option to like sign out of my account. Like it genuinely like will not connect to my YouTube channel. Bro, what the fuck? Dude, this is the first time I've ever had this much of a problem with this. Like, it literally will not even let me... Yo, it's not even fucking showing up on my computer as like an app. Here we go. Open file location. Okay, wait.
Let's go.
Oh, interesting. It's like a fucking... Okay, I think I deleted it. Hold on, you guys. Give me a second. I kind of need this program on, like, working. Because if it's not, it makes recording the videos like 10 times harder, bro. Give me a second here. Extracts. I'm just like re-downloading it so that hopefully this fucking works. It's not loading. Ah! Y'all, the problem is the thing that normally is on this screen that compiles all your chats isn't working. And I need it to work for my videos. Okay, perfect. Hard reset. This should work. Okay. Oh, there we go. It's not working. What the fuck? I gave it permission. Not the Twitch isn't even fucking working. Oh, this is what I get for relying so heavily on this shit. Oh, connect the chat client and the event sub client. Okay. I can connect that. Oh, okay. Twitch chat should work. Chat, Twitch, can you guys start typing? I gotta figure out the YouTube though. Can I not give the right permissions, maybe?
Good man. Yeah, you know what my
Oh, this is so annoying, you guys. I apologize. Okay, the Twitch chat is popping up. I don't know why this is so fucking difficult for... Bum. I feel like your guys' chats are usually much bigger. I should have saved my previous settings. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a damn minute, chat. We might have... Oh, fuck. It's fucking... It fucking froze, dude. What the hell? Like, I genuinely don't know what I'm fucking doing. Come on, baby. Please, please. Yo, is Zero's ghost being fucking weird? Not Zero is ghost trying to pull the, oh, I'm white. You're being racist to me. The fuck are you talking about, bro? Weirdo behavior. Okay. Please work, man. I'm so tired, chat. I don't get why this isn't working. I low-key might need to restart my computer. It's so dumb, but sometimes that fixes everything and it's so fucking stupid. Okay, Twitch is working. I agree. Sign into my broadcaster account. JK, does not want to sign into my YouTube account. Okay. So I might put my head through this desk. High key. I mean, chat, I could try to operate off of 2 different streams, but it makes streaming like 80 times harder. It makes recording the videos like way harder. I kind of want to figure this out. I just don't get it. I don't get why this isn't working. Did I fuck something up? Did YouTube change their permissions? I looked in their Discord and it doesn't look like anybody else is having any issues. I think it's just me. Fuck. Chat, I'm not gonna lie, I might need to just do the restart method. I hate that. That's so annoying. Wait, hold on. What is Zero is Ghost crying about, bro? Doesn't matter anyway, Sarby, you can't say stuff like that. How about you lick my balls? God forbid I feel more comfortable around people who look like me. Go fuck yourself. You can't say that you like hanging around people who are the same ethnicity as you because it makes you more comfortable. No, no, no. Me as an entitled motherfucker on your stream, I must tell you how you can act in public. Genuinely, go fuck yourself. I don't care about you or your opinions or feelings. Leave my stream. Fuck, bro. Can you imagine? Like, I'm already fucking rage baited by my stupid ass program that says it's working now, but it's not. And now it's not responding again. Bro, not only that, I gotta deal with some fucking stupidity in the YouTube chat. Like, Jesus. Jesus. Is OBS down? No. No. That's some crazy shit, bro. Not this fucking dude coming into my stream and calling me racist for just saying I like having other Asians in the room with me, bro. Fuck off my dick. Wait, it's working. It's working. Chat, hold on. Time out. YouTube, start chatting. I don't think it's working. 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 That's not what I'm saying. If you are not comfortable around your friends who is a different race, then it's a you. That's not what I said. How? Hold on. Are you fucking dumb? So I said, hey, I would prefer if there were Asian people around me because I feel comfortable around people who look like me. And you took that as, oh, you're saying that you're uncomfortable around other people. who are different races. Genuinely get out of my stream. Like, you are such an insufferable person. I don't want you here. Please leave before I ban you. If that's what you think I was saying, I genuinely don't want you here because you're walking around assuming that I'm a bad person, and I want you to go fuck yourself. Like, the fuck are you talking about? Oh! Strangers online. Wait. Is the... Oh my god, the YouTube chat's working, chat. Oh my god. Wow, what an insane start to a stream, y'all. I'm honestly in such a fucking bad mood. I gotta chill. I'm in such a bad mood, bro. Not only was I just... Well, how long was that? me having to put my glasses back down. 26 minutes. 26 minutes of this stupid program. Chat, by the way, I want to clarify. No clue why it started working. It just started working. I want to clarify. I re-downloaded the program. Re-downloaded. It's one of those programs that runs from a file. So realistically, I just deleted the old file and then re-downloaded a new one, signed in, and then it wasn't working. And then I was about to crash out and end stream and restart my computer to try to fix it. And then it just started working. And then I yelled at somebody for having insanely stupid opinions. And it just decided to click. Oh my god. Oh, dude, that was fucking brutal. That was the most brutal start to a live stream I've ever had in my entire life. Raged so hard, the YouTube chat apologized and started working. I mean, I don't think anybody else agreed with him. I don't think anybody else was agreeing with him. Like, that was not the consensus from what I was seeing. I saw somebody in my... Oh, Beans is here, but... Oh, Beans just left. Never mind. I saw somebody... Which, by the way, thank you, guys. I appreciate y'all. Like, to me, that's a crazy leap. For me to say... Like, why? Honestly, y'all, I'm going to call a spade a spade. It's only because I'm Asian. If that were a black person being like, I feel more comfortable around black people, nobody would bat an eye. But because I'm Asian and I'm also half white, so like, there's the, oh, you're part white, you have to, blah, 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 blah. Like, it's not the same. I look Asian. I prefer if there's people who look like me because that makes me feel more comfortable. I feel more comfortable. I feel less comfortable in a room full of white people. My bad, bro. That doesn't mean that I hate white people. Doesn't mean I hate black people. It just means if there's an Asian person there, I can kind of dab them up and be like, it's good to see ya. You just know. You just vibe. Like, to me, it's no different than like, if you're in a room full of basketball players and you're a hockey player, if a hockey player walks in the room and you identify that, you're going to feel a lot more comfortable. That is crazy, bro. Like, that is, listen, don't get me wrong. I'm all about being a good person and whatnot. But there are just some people who are like trying to always jump to the conclusion that someone's a bad person. And that is who, I don't even remember the person's name anymore, but that is that person. The thing works when it wants to work, not when you want it to work. No, that's for real how it works, Wolfie. Every single time, man. I'm white and I'm more scared in a room full of white people. I don't disagree, man. When I'm in a room full of like white dudes who look like they have bad tempers and carry a firearm, I want to leave immediately. That is not a fun room to be in, bro. Crazy, just a crazy line. Also, just a crazy time to bring it up. Like, I was already getting frustrated, and then there's just this motherfucker calling me racist for not a good reason. Oh, man. Zero is also not answering my question as of if I am a teenage girl. Oh, of if I am a teenage girl. Sorry. Of if I'm sexist if I feel around women as a teenage girl. Exactly. He brought it up out of nowhere too. He just came in and said Sarby is racist. You know what the fun part was, chat? We ran him out. Oh no, he's right there. It was a good question to ask you though. Hey, how about you lick my fucking nuts? That was not a good question. Lick my nuts. Jesus. But wait, Ben, if you play Mario Kart, does that make you racist? Honestly, Dragon, it might. It might. Mario Party, you're safe. Mario Kart, you're slinging slurs. All right? That's Beans' favorite game, all right? That's how I know. General consensus says, shut the fuck up, buddy. No, for real. Sarby, you have a girlfriend now? I do. She might come into stream soon. Have you ever played COD? That's actually like where my YouTube channel started. I made Call of Duty trick shotting videos. What's in the can? My home skilly vanilli hope schwings schmood tea. I love these things, man. These are a great, like, I hope these things get kind of big and she does sponsorships because I genuinely love these, chat. I genuinely love these. I spend my own money on them. This is not sponsored. I want to clarify. I can show you. I spend my own money on these because I love them as a pick-me-up right before I stream. Girlfriend reveal? I mean, she might come on stream eventually. We're long distance. She might come on stream eventually, but, you know, I want to be respectful of her privacy. Like, she's on socials. If you guys dove into my Instagram enough, you could probably find her. But I'm just kind of keeping it. I don't want to make my relationship a key. It's like my cat, right? Like, I never take Beans and make him the forefront of the content. It's when he comes in the room and like is doing it kind of like on his own. Obviously he's a cat, so he doesn't completely know what he's doing, but like I'm not like running out of the room to go get my cat to like get a clip of him on stream, you know? That's kind of how I feel about my girlfriend. Like, I just want it to be like, if we're living together, obviously like she's gonna be on camera here and there, but I don't want it to be like a big thing, right? Like, I still want to be focused on the streaming stuff and on my stuff. I don't want this to become like a relationship channel, you know? What is the tea? It's by a company called Happiest Hour. She partnered with them and made a like a saffron tea. So I'm not gonna lie, these are kind of expensive, but that's because saffron is the most expensive spice. Is it a spice? Herb? I don't know. In the world. But it's so good, chat. It's so good. It has like 50 milligrams of caffeine, so like not enough to get your heart rate like pounding, but enough just to wake you up. Can we give the girlfriend treats for being on stream eventually? You know what? She would like that, actually. She likes hot fries. She likes those popcorners. Do you find long distance difficult? Yeah. No, we've been kind of like talking for a while because we were just trying to figure out if it even made sense. Because I told her, and this is like, I identify that like this isn't how a relationship should be, but this was just a boundary that I had to make. I told her when we first started talking, I was like, hey, if this gets serious, I have to let you know, like, I'm not moving. This is kind of where I want to be for the next at least 2 or 3 years, if not more. If you want to be in a relationship, if you want to be in a relationship with me, you have to be okay with moving here. So that's been something we've been kind of figuring that out, as well as a couple other things, to see if like long distance made sense, but kind of just eventually was like, yeah. Sarby does have game a little bit. Does she like Dr. Pepper? She does. She does like Dr. Pepper. Sarby needs to get that girlfriend's treat jar. I've never even heard about that. Hey, welcome, Ryo Dust. I'm going on 2 years of long distance. Oh my God, Althea. Oh, that's so funny. Dr. Pepper Addict was the one who asked if she likes Dr. Pepper. So your girlfriend eats fart fuel? What are you talking about, Breezy? Oh, are you are you talking about the hot fries? Yeah. She be tootin'. That's kind of how Lady and I got together. She moved to Georgia when we were friends, was there for 2 years, and then came back a few months after we started going out. Oh, cool. Yeah, I don't want to just throw out where Sam lives. Just because, like I said, guys, I'm going to respect her privacy. You know, if she wants to come on here or come and chat and tell you guys, she can do that. But I'm not going to be the guy that doxes her or something like that. Which I would, like, you know, saying where you live isn't necessarily doxing yourself. But just want to respect her privacy, you know? Sarby fart kink. You know what, guys? Add it to the list. Fart be kink. Oh my God, you guys are insane. You guys are genuinely insane. I hope you know that. If she was here right now, she would feed into it, bro. That's the tough part, man. Like, there's gonna be a day where she is going to come into stream and you guys are gonna talk about piss kink shit and she's gonna lean into it and it's gonna be bad for the brand. It's gonna be bad for the brand, chat. She's good with grandma fucking. She's the one, bro. If anything, I'm in the cuck chair. She's the one fucking your guys' grandmas, bro. My girlfriend's putting on the strap and taking your grandma to Pound Town. What an insane sentence to come out of my mouth. Okay, bro, what have I stumbled into? Art. Welcome to the stream, Mason. I've never seen someone spell their name like that. Sorry, I've never seen a Mason spell their name like that. Maybe that'll fix my grandma. She's shitty. Yeah. Don't worry. My girlfriend will pound the shitty out of your grandma the way Mario pounds those Mario. Fuck, I fucked that up. She's clapping those cheeks like, nope, never mind. Shouldn't say that. Bye-bye sponsors. Bro, I've never had a sponsor. Mason Webb, my real name. Dude, cool. No, I was just saying I've never seen someone spell Mason like that. Sponsors fear his power. I have a feeling sponsors wouldn't like me because we're just not a good fit yet. I've kind of talked about it. Like, YouTube and Spotify pay me pretty well. And I'm kind of at this weird spot where, like, no sponsor... There's going to be a mismatch between, like, a sponsor paying me enough to the point where I deem it worth it to, like, work with them. Because I'm still kind of small, you know? Chat are Sarby sponsors? You guys are the best sponsors. That would actually be fun, bro. What if I, like... This stream is sponsored by Real Chicken Sandwich. He gave me 50 gifted. So I am putting up a picture... Or so I'm advertising his love for his lady chicken sandwich. That would actually be so funny, man. Sarby's too honest for sponsors. I mean, here's the thing. I want to work with sponsors that, like, I actually use, right? And that's the good part about, like, the leverage that I have is I think if a brand, okay, like, I would love to work with LMNT because I actually use their products. I run a lot. I ran 5 miles today, not to slob on my own shit. And so I had an LMNT. And that's chicken with the 10 gifted memberships, bro. You really want that lady chicken sandwich ad, huh? Guys, if you got a gifted membership from Chicken Sandwich, I need y'all to say thank you, all right? Good manners only. Beans has made the greatest sandwich. What up, Beans? Beans. What are you sniffing, huh? What are you sniffing, my guy? But yeah, guys, like, I would love to work with a company like LMNT because I actually use their products. So, like, for them, if they were like, hey, we can only do this amount of money, which might not be what you're looking for, but we'll be an easy partner to work with. We won't ask for too many, like, edits or, like, the deliverables are not, like, super stressful. I would be like, yeah, let's fucking do it. Like, if it was more of a partnership, like, maybe I had an LMNT fridge or something like that, product placement, like, that kind of stuff, I would absolutely do it. But yeah, I don't want to, like, I don't know, bro. Sometimes I hear those, like, BetterHelp, which, to be fair, I've heard some people really like BetterHelp. Me personally, I just don't like that, like, I know for a fact there are creators who are like, BetterHelp's amazing. I love BetterHelp. I've used BetterHelp, and they're just fucking lying. What you drinking? Watermelon. How many gifts from Chicken for the sponsor? I mean, at this point, I'd probably just do it if Chicken wants me to do it. I think that would just be funny. Like, halfway through a YouTube video, be like, hey, guys, this stream is sponsored by my, by my viewer who's gifted me X amount on Twitch and X amount on YouTube. I figured they've gifted enough for an ad slot. So, Lady Chicken Sandwich, this is for you. Chicken Sandwich loves you. Yo, Chicken Sandwich, what if you proposed through my stream? Wait, does she even watch my shit? I don't think she actually watches my shit. I heard BetterHelp sold people's data and shit like that. I'm gonna be really honest, Lord Wolfie. I would venture to guess that a majority of the companies that you use are selling your data. Like, that's a part of the way that a lot of them make money. Like your phone companies selling your data. Social media selling your data, obviously. Probably any streaming services you pay for selling your data. Even like, guys, I'm going to be real. Like, even, you know, grocery stores you're shopping at are probably selling your data. If you have like a rewards number, they're tracking everything you buy. They're making a list, checking it twice like Santa Claus, and they're sending that shit off somewhere to be like mass processed. It's unfortunate, man. Oh, but like HIPAA data is illegal as fuck? Ah, yeah, you're probably right, bro. Hey, Zulin got gifted as... Oh, shit, Dragon, holy fuck. God damn. God damn. Dragging these nuts on your face with a 10 gifted gifted subs. Hold on, I'm gonna call y'all out. Y'all gotta say some thank yous. Squeaky Sponge, Seductive Seaweed, Lucifer's Gay Agenda, Ewop Wop Wop, Laris, Mecha, Rania, Minty Darkstorm, Frog, Adriana, and Zulin. Thank you. You guys got some thank yous to throw out. Dragon, thank you for always supporting. Same with you, Chicken Sandwich. I don't know if I said thank you. Thank you guys for supporting. I want to remind y'all, gifted subs, gifted memberships, or memberships subs in general, not required, but by God, are they appreciated. Look at those good manners, bro. Zulin, welcome to the stream. I know you were over on the YouTube, but welcome to the Twitch. Damn, we got hella people here, chat. I kind of want to get started on the stories, y'all. You okay with that? I think if we get started on the stories, it'll be good momentum, you know? This allows Sarby to work on his sponsorship plug. I mean, ideally, chat, I want to be, I want to make some merch, and that can fill my sponsorship ad slot. That can also be kind of a, like, testimonial, if that's successful, as to why, you know, like, hey, if I'm going to do a brand deal, you have to pay me this amount, because I could just advertise my clothing or my merch, and, like, it would do this well. You know, me and my management are working on it, chat. I promise. It's just one of those things that we're kind of like, they're super busy with stuff. Like, I didn't even really tell you guys, but I did end up going to Evo with my girlfriend, with my beautiful girlfriend. It was actually a really fun, like, little date night that we did. She really wanted to go to a tiki bar out here, so we went to Frankie's Tiki Bar. It's kind of like north of the strip, close to UNLV a little bit. And yeah, we went to this tiki bar. It was like kind of a hole in the wall, but the vibe was really cool. Drinks were pretty good too. I would say they were a little pricey, but like for the vibe and like a good date night, it was super fun. Here, I'll show you guys a picture real quick. I know chat wants pictures. Let me show you a picture of my beautiful baby. Actually, we really didn't take that many photos. This is like the only photo of us that we got. Just a little 0.5 selfie in the car. I think I took a picture of her. Yeah, I took a picture of her like at the tiki bar table. But yeah, and then we went to Evo, which was super cool. Except the fact that we really didn't go into Evo. Let me explain. I've mentioned this before, but my management is owned by the company that runs Evo. So a lot of the people that I work with on my management team, they were working Evo. So they were the ones who were like, hey, if you want to come, we'll give you badges. And I was like, cool, yeah, why not? Ludwig was playing Tyler 1 on the main stage. And I was like, fuck it, bro, let's go. So I went to go grab my badges, but it's really cool. The Las Vegas Convention Center, the rooms for like the people running the events, they have like, I don't even think I got a great picture of it, but yeah, I definitely didn't get a great picture of it, but they're like rooms. And then at the end of the room where it like opens up to the convention center, there's just a wall of glass. So you can see the convention center from the office. And they had this like sliding glass, like you could slide open the glass and it had like a little mini balcony, like a Romeo and Juliet balcony. And so we could see from the balcony, we could see the main stage. This is like a 0.5 lens shot. So it looks further away than it was. Like we weren't actually that far away from it. And so we were like, this was my first time meeting my management in person. And so your girlfriend is so pretty. I know I am batting so far out of my league, chat. So far out of my league. But we were at Evo and like, this is the first time I met them. And then, you know, the main stage event was kind of starting. And so we opened up the doors to like listen to it and watch it or whatever. And I was just kind of like, hey, would you mind if we just stayed here? Like that way we don't have to walk all the way up there, try to find a seat. Like it's already pretty filled. And they were like, yeah, bro, just stay here. So we watched Ludwig versus Tyler 1, which by the way, incredible performance on Ludwig's part. He beat Tyler 1 like 10-3, and that was not supposed to happen. Not supposed to happen. But, yeah, I'm trying to see. So we went to Evo after the Tiki Bar. Oh, sorry. We went to like a mixer that like the event was putting on at like a restaurant in Resorts World called Red Tail. And I sang karaoke to to my pretty girl. I have videos somewhere. I just don't know where they are. My library is like all out of whack, chat. Oh yeah. I'm not gonna show you guys the video. I'm sorry. I put it on my Instagram story. I feel like if you guys want like more personalized, in-depth, like day-to-day stuff that I'm doing, you guys gotta follow me on Instagram. Oh, Nightbot just fucking put the link to my Instagram in here. So like, you guys have no choice but to follow me, basically. But yeah, here's I did take another picture of us at Evo. Or I guess Sam took this. We took another quick picture at Evo. She's a cutie patootie. And then to wrap up the night, she was taking off her lashes, and I was like, you should put them on me. And so she put her lashes on my eyelashes, and I low-key slayed. Although it does kind of look a little uncanny valley, I can't even lie. But yeah, that was a good time. That's pretty much it. The lashes make you look so good, bro. Honestly, I would love longer lashes. Longer and thicker lashes. Do you know Joe Bart? I do not know Joe Bart. I know who he is, but I don't know him personally. I'm not like that integrated in the stream community yet. That is one of my goals when I go to TwitchCon, is to start meeting some other streamers and interacting with them and like building relationships so that I can start collabing with more streamers. Because right now it's just Kai and the gang, which great group of streamers. I want to clarify that, but you know, would love to have a couple of groups that I can do stuff with. Maybe it's Sarbaline. That's good. That's good, Dreidely. We need femboy Sarby. Yeah, I'm sure you do, bro. Get a lash perm. Me and Sam were actually talking about doing that together next time we see each other. She does the at-home ones, but I was like, bro, we should just go and get them done ourselves. I want to do like a spa day with her. Like take her to get a facial, you know, lash perm, nails done. Does your girlfriend watch your content? That's actually how she found me. She watches my stuff here and there. Obviously it's different when like she knows me and is dating me. Like I think she like, I don't know, we've had talks about it. She's like, yeah, I've stopped watching it as much because it is a little bit like daunting to be like, that's my boyfriend. You know what I'm saying? So, but she sometimes will come in the streams, and she's my #1 supporter on Instagram. You know? What up, Maya? Yeah, maybe one day she'll come on stream and do my makeup. My parents love getting mani-pedis together. I want to take Sam for a mani-pedi so bad. But she doesn't like getting she doesn't like her feet touched. So she's like a little scared of it. I hope she visits today. She definitely. Oh, in chat. Yeah, I think she will. Oh, let me see if I have a text from her. I need me a man like Sarby, but actually gay. Yeah, I feel like. Oh, she texted me 53 minutes ago. I need you to know that I saw a man on a horse-drawn carriage on a back road. What a cute girl. What a sweet girl. She might come in here. She might actually already be in here. She's just kind of like scoping it out. A full spa day would probably sustain me for the next 6 years. I'm manifesting a spa day for you, Sammy. Agree with Sam, touching feet is a no. I don't mind if it's like in a stranger way, you know? Can't wait for the Maid Sarby charity stream. It's going to go bonkers, chat. I can't even lie. Poor Sarby not being able to touch his girlfriend's feet. I know, bro. For real. For real. Let me fucking put those piggies in my mouth. I'm sorry. It is not. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Chill. Chill. Hey, what up, Shawarma Chicken Sando? Welcome to the stream. Welcome, 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 welcome. Damn, we got hella people on the YouTube, but y'all are not liking the stream because you hate me. He's not kidding. Don't listen to him. You know what, Lee? You're a liar, liar, pants for hire, bro. We know where he takes his body shots from now. Bold of you to assume that I'm drinking at my unk age. That's actually not true. I did have a drink at the tiki bar. I had one drink. Oh man, strangers online over on the Twitch. That goes crazy. That goes crazy. If I hated you, Sarby, I wouldn't be here. Thank you, bye. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. All right, chat. Y'all are distracting me. I got to get to the stories, okay? I honestly, you guys, I'm going to be real. I don't think I'm going to get to Subnautica today. But I have a lot of Reddit stories to read. I kind of actually might have picked too many. Low key. Oopsies. Oopsies. That's okay. We'll live. We'll cook through them. All right? I think I'm just going to read Reddit today. Probably for like an hour and a half to 2 hours. Oh, stop video. Thank you, Addy. You're my goat. You're my hero. 57 minutes and 10 seconds. Thank you, Addy. Hey, what up, Bouncy Ball? What up, Rebecca? Yo. Not Sarby overloading himself. I didn't overload myself. I don't know if I can get to it today. You know? Since Kat isn't here, I have to do her job. You're such a real one for that, Addy. Thank you. Damn, chicken sandwich with a little 5 gifted over on the Twitch. Chicken sandwich, that's very nice of you. Smashed Porcelain, it's Jay-Z, Sopa, Leon, and Velvet Tea. Y'all owe some thank yous to Chicken Sandwich. Chicken Sandwich, thank you for supporting. I appreciate it. You to go. Hey, listen, bro, if you ever want to propose to Lady Chicken Sandwich via my videos, let me know. I think that'd be really funny. And you definitely earned it. You know? For supporting me in my career so heavily. Alrighty, chat. If you guys are on the YouTube, make sure to like up the stream. We got 72 people watching, 50 likes. I know we could get that to 60, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. If you guys are on the Twitch, make sure to follow, no matter where you're at. Turn on those post noties so you can be notified whenever I go live. LOL, I think she would actually kill me if I did that. That's so fair. Ooh, if I propose, which we are taking it easy, I have some ideas. We love a man with some ideas, bro. We love a man with some ideas. Alrighty, chat, here we go. The title story. Am I the a-hole for telling my close friend I do not support incest? I don't know how this could end in you're the a-hole, but let's just see. My friend and I were talking about a movie where 2 step siblings fall in love and build a relationship. Neither of them are related by blood. As the discussion progressed, she stated that she doesn't find anything wrong with incest and that if it's 2 consenting adults, it's a completely okay thing to do. Okay, even if you do think that, that's an inside thought. You know what I'm saying? You go to the grave with that opinion. It's a completely okay thing to do, even if they're related by blood. I said I disagree and that I would cut a friend off for being involved in incest because that goes against my values and morals. I also stated that inbreeding is incredibly harmful and that I can never get behind that. Also, we're both Indian. A lot of incest cases happen in India as a result of sexual assault. Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, I think this is kind of the big thing for me is like the inbreeding part of it is really unethical. Like, I forgot what the statistic is, but your kid just has a higher chance of coming out with issues when you engage in inbreeding and incest. Someone in chat said check on her sibling. No, actually. Also, not to mention, it's gross. Like, To this, she responded saying, 2 adults involved in incest do not need to reproduce. What? To this, she responded saying, 2 adults involved in incest do not need to reproduce. We were joking up to this point, and there was a lot of casual banter back and forth and us laughing at the conversation we're having. Our friendship has always involved bringing up strange or intense topics. I said, I'm woke, but not this woke. And that's crazy you think that. In parentheses, that's a joke. Obviously, I love this girl. Wait. And that, quote, that's crazy you think like that. In parentheses, that's a joke. Obviously, I love this girl. Okay, this paragraph just confused me. Like, I'm confused where you draw your line in the sand. Are you saying that this line of 2 adults involved in incest do not need to reproduce isn't fucking crazy? I mean, I don't necessarily disagree, but the incest part just shouldn't happen in general. Like, this shouldn't even be a debate. She's like, I've moved on past the incest part. Now we're talking about the ethics of incestual reproduction. Like, what? As we're taking a walk, she gets weirdly defensive / aggressive over me saying I would cut a friend off because according to her, incest has nothing to do with values or morals. Oh, dude, she definitely slept with her cousin or some shit. Like, sweet home Alabama, because she is keeping it in the family. I said I wouldn't go out of my way to absolutely shit on someone and shun them for being involved in incest, but I personally would not want someone like that in my life. This really ticked her off and she started calling me a bitch and saying she doesn't understand why this is such a big deal and that I'm being dumb. Girl. Come on, dude. Come on, man. She also said they could adopt kids instead, or that 2 siblings who grew up entirely separate are not really engaging in incest. In parentheses, which I agree with. What? What? Am I reading this correctly? They could adopt kids instead, or that 2 siblings who grew up entirely separate are not really engaging in incest. They're still siblings! That. What the fuck am I reading? She did emphasize she's also okay with 2 siblings related by blood who watched each other grow up commit sexual acts together? Imagine being adopted and then later realizing that your parents are siblings. Oh my God. That would be fucking insane. Like, what are we talking about? Why is OP agreeing with this woman? This is some European royalty behavior. No kidding, dude. This whole 20-minute conversation made me super uncomfortable because earlier in the day, she called me a bitch quite a bit as a, in parentheses, as a joke. Either way, didn't sit well with me. And it ticked me off that she felt so comfortable testing my personal boundaries and who I want to let into my life. It just felt like instead of simply sharing her opinion, she was pushing it onto me in a very aggressive and condescending manner. She also said, "What do you mean you're upset? I called you a bitch. You called me crazy for saying I support incest." Yes! That's so valid. That's so valid. Oh my God. Calling someone a bitch because they're like, "Hey man, maybe we shouldn't support incest," is so different than calling someone crazy for supporting incest. Wow. What in the hell is going on? I got very ticked off and respectfully asked her to stop calling me a bitch and that she shouldn't push her values on me. Being into incest isn't something I need to support. She immediately shut up and said she didn't realize it was this serious when she was the one making it super serious and constantly pressing on the matter when I was visibly uncomfortable. I'm uncomfortable even paraphrasing this conversation because prior to this, we were having a great time and it just ended up on such a bad note. She brought this conversation up out of nowhere and it just ruined the whole night. I also have an older brother and this whole conversation just made things weird. Oh, so weird. I also have an older brother and this whole conversation just made things so weird for me. For context, she's a psych major with a sociology minor at university. How does that context does nothing for me. The whole time I'm reading this, I am not thinking, what was her major in college? I'm thinking, which family member did she engage in incest with and maybe is currently still engaging in incest with? Am I the a-hole for getting upset at this and at her? Edit, a lot of people in the comments think I'm saying step siblings is incest. My friend isn't talking about that. I also don't think there's anything particularly wrong with that. However, she said she fully supports incest between two individuals related by blood and or grew up together. I'm not gonna lie, chat, I don't think it ended up working out, but I think a guy I went to school with in elementary school and a girl I went to school with in elementary school, when they were like teenagers, their parents got married, so they became step siblings, and then later on, they started dating each other. I don't think, like I said, I don't think it worked out, but damn is that, like, I don't know. I remember seeing that and being like, interesting. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get that it's not wrong, but that's a little eyebrow raising. Either way, minus that, what the fuck did I read? Like, okay, let's get a couple things straight on this channel. We do not support incest here. I think the most problematic thing is it's yucky, first off, but second, I think the whole talking about like inbreeding part is the most important part. Like, that's just bad. That's just terrible. I'm so shocked at the amount that OP was willing to be on their friend's side about incest. Just wow. Y'all, there's so many fish in the sea. Why are we choosing people related to us? I don't think there's a scenario where that is what you should do. You know? Ew. Ew. Yeah, you guys are saying it. Everyone sucks because OP was kind of agreeing with her on some points. Yeah, that was a little shocking to me. And like the funny part to me was she kept saying it as if we would also agree with her. And like she was like clarifying, oh, but that's okay with me too because I don't want anybody to get upset. And I'm sitting here like, girl, I'm getting upset that you're like backtracking and agreeing with her. I think any normal human being that I want to be interacting with on a day-to-day basis heard the fuck shit I just read and is like, yeah, that's weird. That's wild, man. I do think she was offended, probably because there's some shit going on there, you know? She wasn't just getting offended over like a hypothetical. Damn, these comments are kind of giving her too much of the benefit of the doubt here. Like somebody said in the comments, could she be contemplating or having a relationship similar to and was testing the waters with you since you're her close friend? Opie said, I don't think so, question mark. I think she's just the type of person who's a little too woke and will accept literally anything. I'm sorry, girl. I think you're in denial. Like that's wild to me. I think with the level that she was getting upset about it, it was getting personal for her. It was getting personal that you said you would cut someone off who engaged in an incestual relationship like that. Is incestual even a word? Am I making shit up here? Am I making my own words up, chat? Incestual. Okay, it is a word. Okay. All right. Woo! Woo! Sarby's not over here inventing words and shit. This person said, I think you might need to be concerned for your friend's home life. She's defending it really hard. While she could just be into some really specific types of fanfic or role play, you may also need to worry about her and what's going on at home. That's true. Did OP say ages here? Yeah, OP never said ages. I guess we should potentially be open to like maybe something happened that she's been convinced is okay. And like she's a victim here. And so that's where this mindset is coming from. I almost said I hope that's what's happening here, but I also don't hope that's what's happening here because I don't want to hope that she's being like abused or some shit. But I'm also just not wild about this being her take. Ugh. Yeah, I don't know who needs to hear this, man. Incest is not the move. Please don't be kids. I mean, they have to at least be in university. At least 18 plus. But she could still be living at home. You know what I'm saying? That's like saying map is woke. Oh my God, agreed. I can't believe that was a thing that people actually tried to push, bro. I think step siblings getting together is messed up too. I'll die on that hill. Listen, I don't have any skin in the game on this. I think it depends on the situation. Like, if step siblings grew up together and lived together and basically are brother and sister, and from that it evolves into a relationship, I'm inclined to agree with you. But if it's like you're older and your parent marries another person and that's how you're introduced to somebody who you never had a sibling relationship with, I can kind of see it, you know? Who am I to judge? Is it a little weird? Yeah, but they're not doing anything wrong. And like in that way, not only are they not affecting my life, but also there's no implications of like the bad things of incest, of like inbreeding and stuff. So I'm kind of like, that might be one where I'm like, not my circus, not my monkeys, and they're not hurting anybody. You know? Is it still a little weird? Yeah. Would I do it? Definitely not. But I don't know. Imagine you're dating someone and you and their parents marry each other. No, dude, that's crazy. Straight up a telenovela plotline. You're right. I don't think I have read a Reddit about step siblings getting married. Because to be honest, y'all, I think I'd have to be like, listen, is it weird? Yeah. Are they technically doing anything wrong? No. The only reason why it might be controversial is because of potentially harming victims who are completely innocent. What are you talking about? With the step sibling thing? What victims? What are you talking about? There's so many Reddit stories. Trust, yeah. Okay, you're talking about actual incest? Yeah, I mean, I just think it's not great. Not my circus, not my monkeys, but I don't want those monkeys near my circus. What up, James? Crazy. Oh, crazy, guys. This is that was a wild story to read. Holy fuck. Chat, I have to pee real quick. Give me a second. I'm gonna run some ads on Twitch just to get ahead of the ads. And we will pee and we will read some more stories. I'm gonna reply to my pretty girl. Hold on. Oh. Oh. Oh, y'all got jokes today. Oh. Y'all got jokes today, chat. We love to see it. Damn, we got hella people over on the YouTube and the Twitch. All right, guys. Let's keep it going. Twitch ads should be done. Let's do it. Let's do it. If you guys are on the YouTube, make sure to like up the stream. We got 86 people watching, 55 likes. I know we could get that shit up to 70 easy peasy lemon squeezy. Make sure to like up the stream. If you guys are on Twitch, make sure to follow. No matter where you're at, though, turn on those post noties so you can be notified whenever I go live, baby. Did you wash your hands? Of course, bro. Of course. I gotta have clean hands for when I finger your grandma later. Any whoosies. Am I the a-hole for telling my brother his new girlfriend is way too young for him? So my brother is 32 male and he's been dating this girl for about 3 months. She's 19 female. I'm 28 female. I know 32 and 19 is a big age gap, but it's more than that. She seems like a really sweet kid. Ooh. It's bad when you're referring to your 32-year-old brother's partner as a kid. She seems like a really sweet kid, and I don't think she's a bad person or anything, but she has literally zero life experience. And that's why you don't date a 19-year-old at that age. She's still figuring out what she wants to do with her life. She's never lived alone. She's never had a serious job. My brother, on the other hand, is really settled. He has a great career, owns his own home, and is talking about marriage and kids like it's already a given. After 3 months? Like, dude, I hate, like, I know this is your brother and you probably don't want to hear this, but, like, that is probably a control thing. Like, he is going after the impressionable 19-year-old that doesn't know what they want to do with their life to lock them down and live the life that he wants her to live with him. After 3 months is insane. I brought it up to him because I was worried about him and also worried about her. I told him I thought she was way too young and inexperienced to be thinking about marriage and kids with him, and that he was going to end up hurting her, or vice versa. He got really defensive and told me it was none of my business and that I was being judgmental. As she should be. He said he's happy and that's all that matters. Nope. Nope. It's not that. That's not all that matters. You know, I stabbed that guy, but it made me happy, and that's all that matters. Like, what are we fucking talking about? Now he's barely talking to me. I honestly thought I was looking out for both of them, but maybe I overstepped. Am I the a-hole? Jesus Christ, not the a-hole. Great sister, you know? Like, that's what a sibling is for, to call you out because they're the closest thing that you should have that you can always rely on to tell you when you're messing up. And he is... listen, this is 2 paragraphs. I'm pulling this out of my ass. But if I had to put money on it, I think your brother's probably a bad person. Something about talking about marriage and kids with a 19-year-old after you've been dating him for 3 months screams he's a shitty red-pilled man. Call me crazy for leaping to those conclusions, but I'm picking up on patterns here. Bro, I need to see what the comments are saying. They have to be ripping him a new asshole. Does he hang out with 19-year-old boys too? Reminds me of a comment that someone made to Jake Gyllenhaal because he kept referring to his co-star Tom Holland as kid, yet his girlfriend is the same age. I didn't even know that, bro. Holy fuck. Not the a-hole. I was the 19-year-old girl who married the 32-year-old man. He was fun. He was my best friend. But when he turned 40, I realized that I'd grown up and he wasn't going to grow up any more than he already had. Damn. That's something I didn't even think about either. I mean, also, girl, you were low-key groomed. You know, just because it's legal doesn't mean it's okay. I'm going to be honest with you. I've been in this situation, except I was the 19-year-old. I don't know what the hell I was thinking, but I'm so glad I did not marry him, in parentheses, and he wanted to get, in parentheses, and he did want to get married. I feel like he wanted to date me because I was young, and he thought he could get away with more if he didn't date a woman his own age. Yeah, and I think that generally, usually is the case. Like, there is always going to be a power dynamic between guy who has a career, is mature, and therefore you're always gonna default to whatever they say because they're older and more mature, so they know better, which just puts you in a position of always doing what they want, even if it's not right, but they have that power dynamic. He has the money, so he's probably paying for stuff. Like, it just is a bad dynamic. I'm not saying that's what your brother thinks, but there are definitely men out there who think that way. That a younger woman will put up with stuff that a more mature one won't. I think there's also a very good chance that if they did get married, she would come to regret settling down so young. Your brother knows he's being gross and that's why he's defensive. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, at least OP is identifying that this is gross of her brother. This is from 20 days ago, bro. I need to check if there's any updates. Are Latter-day Saints Christian? The U.S. Defense Department doesn't appear to think so. Are they Mormon? Oh my God, that would make so much fucking sense. That would make an insane amount of sense. Oh. Oh, okay. Yikes, man. Ugh. That Homelander gif is killing me. I think it was like an ad or something. Yikes, bro. That's so insane. Oh, dude, I think I had I didn't even read it. I had a Mormon go in my Instagram DMs trying to like justify Mormonism to me, and I was like, I'm not fucking. I didn't respond, but I was like, I'm not fucking reading this. I'm sorry, you just can't convince me. Mormonism is insane. It's insane. Not only the values and ethics that they hide in between their good values and good ethics, but also like just genuinely, if you look at the history of that thing, it is fucking insane. Mormon is only one letter away from moron. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Two back-to-back insane stories, man. Can we make it 3? I don't know, chat. This one seems to be a good contender. 2 days ago. Let's do it. If you guys are on the YouTube, make sure to like up the stream, guys. Y'all let me down with the likes. I have to say. YouTube, come on. Come on. Twitch would never do this to me. All right? Just saying. Twitch would never. Twitch would never. We got 91 people watching, 62 likes. If you guys could like up the stream, that'd be greatly appreciated. If you guys are on Twitch, make sure to follow no matter where you're at, though. Turn on those post notifications so you can be notified whenever I go live. Chris, thank you for gifting a 1-month tier 1 sub to Sam. I totally missed that. Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Sam, make sure you have some good manners and let Chris know that you appreciate them for that gifted sub. And Chris, I appreciate you. Alrighty, here we go. Am I the a-hole for expecting a 19-year-old and a 21-year-old to contribute financially? 5 years ago, my male 53 stepdaughter, now 19, started dating a boy who was 16. Ooh. Okay, my wife, female 43, allowed him on occasion to spend the night. Sarby, I might KMS if there's another insane story. Yeah. Oh my God. 3 in a row, bro. Jesus. When he wasn't allowed, he'd sneak in, hide in the closet, hide under the bed, or break into vacant apartments near us. In parentheses, he was arrested for trespassing. Also in parentheses, his home is 100 miles away. Might be a controversial take. Might be a controversial take, chat, but this is the point where you kick the 19-year-old out. I guess it's OP's stepdaughter. I don't know. This would be fucking insane to me. If the person that I married was allowing their 19-year-old stepdaughter to date a 16-year-old, I'd be like, we might need to pull the plug on this marriage. Like, oh, shit. If I'd given in and say he could stay one night and it would turn into... If I'd give in and say he could stay one night, it would turn into 7. My wife has zero ability to tell her daughter what to do. After she graduated high school, she moved to another state, leaving him behind. She told my... Was she still in high school at this time? Okay. She told my wife she realized she would never get away from him if she stayed home and he would hold her back. Okay, that's crazy. You came to that very mature conclusion, but you couldn't come to the conclusion that as a 19-year-old, you probably shouldn't be dating a 16-year-old? Okay. My greatest fear was that he would get her pregnant. He wouldn't be able to take care of her, and he didn't graduate high school, and raising the baby would fall on me and my wife. Oh, I see what you guys are saying in chat. Oh my God. Okay. All right. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for the clarifications. So, okay. Why would OP, sorry, that was, okay. God, that's such a terrible way to put that. That's such a terrible fucking way to explain that. Okay, sorry guys. For the story, OP started it saying 5 years ago. So the stepdaughter was 14 when she started dating the 16-year-old. God, why put... I also don't think English is OP's first language, actually, now that I'm looking into it, because some of the stuff that I've had to correct in here is just like easy grammatical shit. I mean, listen, I don't think that's as ew, chat. You know? That's worse? No, it's not. I'm sorry. If you think dating if you think a 16-year-old and a 14-year-old dating is worse than a 19-year-old dating a 16-year-old, you're just wrong. How is that worse? What are you talking about? Okay. So let me just lay out the timeline here because it confused the fuck out of me. I don't understand why OP would have just said my stepdaughter started dating a boy who was 16 when she was 14. She's now 19. That's how this should have gone. Like, if you're gonna fuck around with the timeline, make it very clear for my fucking dumbass. Please. Okay. All right. We've cleared that up. I almost want to reread it. No, I don't think it's worth it. I don't think it's worth it, chat. Okay, so just to reiterate the timeline here, because I confused it. Stepdaughter is 14, dating a 16-year-old. She graduated high school, so probably 18 and 20. 18-year-old stepdaughter, 20-year-old boyfriend. When she went off to college, she broke up. When she went off to college, she broke up with her boyfriend. And that's where we're at. She told my wife she realized she would never get away from him if she stayed home, and he would hold her back, which I don't disagree with. My greatest fear was that he would get her pregnant. He wouldn't be able to take care of her. In parentheses, he didn't graduate high school, and raising the baby would fall on me and my wife. She came back home to get the rest of their stuff and agreed to meet the guy to give each other their stuff back. She told my wife she kept it strictly professional. She returned to her new home, and after a month or two, returned home. In March, she told us she was pregnant and due in August. We told her they couldn't live with us, and we told her they couldn't live with us, and he needed to get a job. He said he couldn't get a job in this city without a place to stay. So I gave him 30 days to save up and move out. The deal was for 30 days, and I wasn't going to do the dishes or take out the trash. That was 4 months ago. My stepdaughter said they can't save money because she's paying for her baby shower. The dishes and trash sit for days at a time. They both have jobs and combined make at least $1,000 a week. My wife who told... Girl, if you don't have the money to... If you don't have the money to pay for a baby shower, don't have a baby shower. Is that fucked up for me to say? Or have a cheaper baby... Are baby showers expensive? Like... I've never done a baby shower, but like, you just get food for the guests? Aren't you supposed to come out on top for that? Like, the whole point of a baby, from my understanding, the societal pressure of throwing a baby shower is basically just getting people to buy you really expensive stuff that you don't want to pay for your baby. Am I wrong for that? Is that crazy to say, chat? I don't think that's crazy to say. Yeah, isn't $1,000 a week good though? I mean, it's not bad. It's not fantastic by any means, but like, you can make shit happen with $4,000 a month. Baby, listen, you guys are kind of sending mixed things in here about how expensive a baby shower is. If you can't afford it, don't have it. Even further, if you can't afford a baby, don't have it. Like you guys are saying it in chat. A lot of y'all saying delete us the fetus. Like, get that a boo-boo, girl. My wife, who told me they wouldn't be allowed to live here with the baby, has now switched to, I'm not kicking out my daughter and grandbaby. I'm struggling to pay the bills. I work a full-time job, have a small side hustle that pays $300 a month, and I do Instacart on one of my days off. This week, I used 2 PTO days to do Instacart for rent. I sold my plasma. I still had to ask my parents for help. I suggested that he applies to get on the lease, and then each of us contribute $150 a week to a fund for paying rent and bills. My wife immediately rejected that and threatened to take them and move out. Bro, yeah. Listen, I think you should have divorced way earlier. You know? She doesn't make enough to cover her expenses without me. Okay, so for the question at hand, am I the a-hole for expecting a 19-year-old and 21-year-old to contribute financially who are having a baby and need to start taking up the responsibilities of being a parent and an adult? Yeah, not the a-hole. Absolutely not the a-hole. I think you're an a-hole to yourself for not leaving this wife earlier and also not doing your due diligence on how your partner raises their child. Like, if you are marrying somebody who already has a kid and they have an unhealthy dynamic with their kid that you don't agree with, granted, I don't know when OP stepped into this role, but like, you gotta be picking up. You gotta be picking up on this shit. Don't say that that's victim blaming. Bro, listen, I don't think OP, like, listen, if it's a victim of, like, SA or something crazy like that, I am very against victim blaming. This man is a victim of just living with a shitty family. I think it's okay to point out, hey, bro, if you committed to this woman and you're also committing to her relationship dynamic with her child. He literally tried to stop this and was vetoed at every turn. He should have left. He should have left, Bouncy Ball. I'm sorry. Like, what do you want me to do? Tell him, like, oh, you didn't have any part of the position that you're currently in? Like, listen, y'all, if I ever try to put any blame on somebody who got SA'd or something like monumentally terrible, call me out on it. Call me out on it. 100% agree with you. I shouldn't be saying that shit. But when I'm just talking about somebody who, like, stayed in a situation that they shouldn't have, I'm calling that out, not even necessarily to, like, tell him directly, but tell anybody else who's in a situation like this, you need to get out. Like, if somebody's watching this video right now and they're like, hey man, I am relating very heavily to this guy where my partner is terrible at parenting their stepdaughter and it is negatively affecting my life. I am telling you right now, it is your responsibility and only your responsibility to get out of that relationship. I guess if you want to be technical, you can call that victim blaming, but like, to me, that is just pointing out a mistake in a situation where, like, yeah, OP's the victim, but like, he's the victim of being with shitty people who don't know how to money manage or parent their child. Like, to me, that is okay to, like, point out, hey man, we got to do some different things here. Sarby victim blamed me when his cat showed hole. You know what? My cat will never be in the wrong. My cat will never be in the wrong, chat. It is always your fault when you tell my cat to show hole. Yeah, the mom is also enabling them. Exactly. May seem harsh, but Sarby is right. You got to look out for numero uno. Yeah, exactly. And I'm not trying to sit here and be like shitting on OP. Like I said, I think when I say you're the a-hole to yourself, that's like, I think a lot of people are the a-hole to themselves. If you are not creating boundaries for yourself in your relationships with other people, I think you're being the a-hole to yourself. You might be victim in those relationships because you don't have those boundaries up. Why am I wrong for trying to encourage people to set up those boundaries? Like, that's all I'm really trying to do here is tell OP, hey man, you should have set up a boundary of like, hey, we got to talk about how you parent your child and how we operate with that, because I'm not okay with X, Y, and Z. Like, to be honest, if OP would have just put his foot down a lot earlier and divorced the wife, he wouldn't be in this predicament. And that's just facts. That's just a fact of like, hey man, if you would have gotten to a point where you're like, nope, putting my foot down, it's staying down. You disagree with that, you can leave. Like, I that's basically what I'm trying to tell him to do right now. It's like the phrase of like, the best time to do that was months ago. The next best time is right now. So for anybody who's in OP's situation months ago, I want to encourage you not to do what OP does here. The problem with that phrase is it sends the wrong message to the consensus bot. I mean, maybe. I feel like there's going to be enough people. Listen, I feel like there's going to be enough people here where I mean, I actually don't think there's a consensus bot on this thread. I know r/am I the asshole does have a consensus bot. I don't think this one does. I think a majority of people, like, I do think OP is, for what OP put at the top here, not the a-hole. But, like, I like to get into the nitty-gritty of things. Of, like, hey, man, you could have avoided this situation by creating better boundaries for yourself. Maybe I could be nicer and not even call him the a-hole, but just be like, hey, I would encourage you to set up better boundaries for yourself. Really evaluate how your partner treats their children and debate whether or not that's something that you can deal with for the rest of your life, even if it affects you negatively. You know? Like, I think I would have had a problem with, like, the second line of this post, I would have had a problem with and been like, hey, that is not something that I want in my house. Like, call me crazy, but like, when you're under my roof and you're a minor, you are never allowed to have your partner sleep over unless there's an emergency. And even then, you guys are on the opposite ends of the bedroom and I am sleeping in the middle. So there's not bedroom. Whoops. No. I was trying to say you guys are sleeping on the opposite ends of the house and I am in the middle to intercept if you guys try to do some sneaky shit. Yeah, like open door policy, everything. You know? Don't get me wrong. I'm going to be like, hey, listen, I know you guys are going to be sneaky and shit. Be safe. Be responsible. But like, I'm not going to give you the opportunity to do that shit. Like to me, that is a crazy thing to do as a parent. And that attitude, in my opinion, leads to the pregnancy. Baby monitor. Oh my God, incredible. That might be a little crazy. I'm not going to lie. Listen, Kitmans, I don't mind if, like, I'm going to be realistic. When a kid's in high school and they want to fuck, they're going to fuck. But I'll be damned if they do it in my house. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want my kid to, or do it in my house while I'm there. You know? Like, if I'm going to be realistic. I'm going to be like, hey, listen, you're probably going to fuck. Like, high schoolers will take their car and have sex in their car. Like, it's going to happen. And I'm just going to tell my kid, like, hey, be responsible. If you ever get in any trouble or you're uncomfortable, call me. I'll be there. I never want this to be like something that you have to like hide from me if there's anything that you need guidance or education on. That being said, don't want it to happen while I'm here, and I'm not going to completely enable it blindly. You know? Like, I'll probably keep condoms in my house for my kids, if I have a kid. You know? I'm going to give them a really good sex talk, both guy and girl. I want my son to have a really good understanding of, like, sexual implications for women. But I'll be damned if I'm like, yeah, let your high school partner sleep over. My son just wiped his messy face on my bed sheets. He's trolling, bro. You're raising a troll. My mother always taught me and my brother to wrap that shit up before doing it. Okay, well, I hope you're not talking about incest. I'm so sorry, Jalen. I'm so sorry. Just based off the story we started with. I had to throw that one out there. I had to, man. I had to. Just the way you phrase that, bro. Just the way you phrase that. I'm sorry. Don't call me out on that, man. Don't call me out on that. I'm going to carry you into traffic with you. I'm going to carry you into traffic with me if you mention that incest issue again. Chicken sandwich, bold of you to assume I don't want you to do that anyways. Carry me like I'm a princess into oncoming traffic. All I ask is that we get smushed by a semi so it's quick. Sarby, it's on site. That's so fair, Jalen. That's so fair. Yeah, man, I feel like I might have argued that poorly, but I'm just trying to encourage either OP or people who are in OP's position that relate to it. Like, bro, you need to set up boundaries and set up boundaries fast. All right? Like, listen, I'm willing to have some people get upset at me and stop watching my videos because they are like, you're victim blaming and I hate that. Fine. I think personally, it's okay to point out in scenarios like this where like, hey man, there are things that you can improve on, and anybody watching this who are in the beginning stages of like where OP was in the beginning of this post, I want to encourage you to take those steps for yourself. Because like at the end of the day, if people don't want to watch me because they are sensitive, respectfully, like fine. That's just the way the cookie crumbles. My mission here is that hopefully someone will watch my shit and take advice and save themselves pain in the future, and I'll take that over losing viewers any day. I can make peace with that, you know? So, Bouncy Ball, I'm sorry that you were the, like, I want to clarify, Bouncy Ball, I wasn't coming for you or anything like that. I just wanted to clarify my stance there, and I hope that we can still be chill, obviously, but, like, that's just where my brain is on situations like this. So, but just want to make sure you don't think I'm like, I hate Bouncy Ball. Bouncy Ball's my biggest op. You know, that's not how I'm thinking. That's not how I'm thinking. We're always chill. I appreciate you, Bouncy Ball. I appreciate you. Alrighty, chat. I kind of want to keep it rocking and ripping and ripping and rocking. Sarby, are you a Twitch partner? Yes, I am. I have a little check mark. Did I lose my check mark? Did did Twitch take my check mark? Nah, bro, it's still there. It's still there. Y'all see that purple verification check? God damn, that's sexy. Hold on, I never really highlighted it. I'm not gonna lie, chat. Like I've said, I'm a really fucking bad streamer. I like never highlighted that I got Twitch partnered. Ooh, Sarbyception. Sarbyception! Yeah. Sarbyception time. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, but I'm a bad streamer, chat. I've never pointed that out. I did get partnered on Twitch. It was pretty cool. Big moment for me. You know? What up, Lady Adrell? What up, what up? All right, guys, we got hella viewers. I kind of want to keep going here. All right? Got to give the viewers what they want. We got 97 people over on the YouTube chat. I appreciate y'all. Make sure to like up the stream. We got 97 people watching, 75 likes. I know we could get that shit up to 85. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. If you guys are on the Twitch, make sure to follow no matter where you're at, though. Turn on those post noties, baby, so you can be notified whenever I go live. Congrats on that. Thank you, Lady Adro. Alrighty, here we go. Am I the a-hole for going on a trip with my best friend? I know this doesn't have a lot of lackluster to the title, but it has 2.6K comments. So there has to be some crazy shit going on here. My best friend won a first class 1 week, all expenses paid trip for 2 to Europe. She asked me to be her +1. She is a very conservative, reserved person. My boyfriend of 1.5 years does not want me to go and has made it known. His main reason is that it's too big of a portion of the summer for me to go away. It's 1 week. Bro's capping. That's not why he doesn't want you to go. He also doesn't like the idea of long international trips taken apart, which I understand and agree with. Why? But this feels like extenuating circumstances which I have shared. I don't intend to do long trips with friends in the future. Hold on. So if you want to go on a international trip with your other friends, that's not okay in a relationship? Chad, this is like that guy who was whining about his, and granted he ended up being right, but was whining about his partner going to Miami for a girls trip. Like, girl, he doesn't trust you. He thinks you're going to cheat on him. Like, let's read in between the lines here. Either he has some really stupid reasons as to why you can't go on this trip, because, girl, a week is nothing. Okay? A week out of the, 10 to 12 week summer? Less than 10%, girl. He can live a week without you. Also, call me crazy. I don't think long international trips not with your partner are like a red flag. Like if my girlfriend gets an opportunity to go international without me and I can't make it, go do your thing, girl. You're your own person who can do your own thing. I see now why this had so many comments on it. We fight about it every time the topic comes up. I've heard him out and tried to explain why I want to go, but I feel like he has been being unreasonable. Sorry. The way this is written is kind of silly. I have heard him out and tried to explain why I want to go, but I feel like he has been being unreasonable. He is being unreasonable is how she should have written that. I'm so sorry. I'm such a fucking grammar Nazi sometimes. I have heard him out and tried to explain why I want to go, but I feel like he's being unreasonable. It is getting in the way of our relationship, and I think there's a chance our relationship won't survive this trip. Am I the a-hole for going anyways? No, girl, just go. Fuck it, bro. Fuck him. The trip is probably going to be way more entertaining and awesome than your entire relationship ever was. Okay, there is a tiny update on this. OP just said, whoa, I didn't expect this response. The biggest update is that I am absolutely going. The fate of the relationship is TBD. Honestly, girl, like, if you already feel this way about the relationship not making it through this trip, just break up with him. Like, do you really want to be worried about this man fucking texting you and ruining the trip for you? Like, bitch ass is probably going to be complaining all day if you're still with him. I'm not there. Are you cheating on me? Like, do you really want to deal with that? Do you really want to deal with that? Grammar Nazi? You guys have never heard that before? It's just somebody who like is like, well, actually, it's in this way. You guys have never heard that before? That's crazy, man. I can't. I can't. Shit, that might be dating me. That was like a huge meme. I feel like it was like a huge meme, like making fun of grammar Nazis. I'm a big time grammar Nazi. I read pen people's texts. Your unk, Sarby? You know what? That might be fair. Can we call that something else though? Listen, Darkness Demon, I appreciate you. I don't think, dude, I call people terrorists. All right. Like, it's not like I'm fucking hailing Hitler on here, you know, like I'm just relating. I'm using it as like, you know, like it's, I feel like that's one thing where I'm like, I feel like you're being a little too sensitive here. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. I feel like there's so many other things that are just much worse. Just much worse. Got reminded that the Japanese were allies of the mustache guy. That is unfortunately why my grandparents were put in internment camps. Grammar Nazi was a big thing when I was in high school. I'm 37. It was a big thing when I was probably in like middle school. Grammar Nazi is a common thing for me to say. I wasn't aware of it falling out of use. Yeah, I don't understand. And maybe someone has to explain to me. I don't understand why Nazi is like why is that bad for me to say? Like, if anything, like, is it like similar to like when I call someone a terrorist, it kind of has a negative connotation to it. Same with grammar Nazi. Like, I don't think it's a good thing to be like, well, actually, the grammar of this is, you know, like I was making fun of myself. I was making fun of myself because, to be honest, it doesn't really matter that bad, you know? Like, if I, honestly, like, I call Trump a Nazi. Because he's a bad person. You know what I'm saying? Am I not supposed to say that? You are insulting the Nazis. Exactly. They should be insulted. Chat, is it too woke to insult Nazis now? Bring back insulting Nazis. Is that controversial to say? I know some Trump supporters out there like, they're calling us Nazis. I know we support Palestinian children being blown up, but we're not Nazis. Like, what? Sorry, I'm just a definition freak. No worries, Darkness Demon. I get it. It's a harsh word. I don't use it often, but I feel like it's not one that we need to be like, Sarby said that the Nazis, you can't, there's another N word that's way worse, all right? If I'm saying that, I want you guys to like fucking put me down old Yeller style, all right? That one, big no-no. The Nazi one, I'm kind of like, whatever. Because Republicans are Nazis at this point. Hot take, but I agree with you, Guy and Gray. Normalize insulting Nazis, chat. When did that go out of style? Anyways, guys, hold on. We gotta refocus back on the story. Yeah, like I said, I think I might have said this, but just to like wrap it all up, I think OP needs to break up with their partner. Because I think the partner's lying. I think the partner has one of those, well, you're just going to go to Europe and cheat on me impressions. And like, that is just an insufferable person to be with. Like, if my partner was ever like, you can't go on this trip because you're going to cheat on me, I'd be like, so you don't trust me? Like, what? How the fuck are we supposed to have this relationship if you don't trust me? It doesn't matter that I've shown loyalty to you and like, whatever, you're just going off your shit to be like, you're trying to be, you're being controlling of me because of something that like, because of a character flaw that you're putting on me. that I have shown that I don't have, yeah, you might, that relationship's cooked. If you continue that relationship, they're just going to continue to do that for the rest of your life. Let's just avoid the pain and suffering now. You guys are saying it could be projection? Yeah. Yeah. Avoided the ad shit. No, I didn't. Chat, I'll wait till ads are done and then we can keep going here. Only difference between Trump and Hitler is at least Hitler had the decency to unalive himself. Yeah, for real, bro. Trump, it's your turn, queen. Blow that shit off smooth. Oh, man. Not the a-hole, send him a postcard from your epic vacation? Yeah, and fucking break up with him through it. Dude, I feel like the comments aren't accusing him of cheating or being a bad person enough. Yeah, that's insane, man. I don't know. I think he's like a red pill boyfriend secretly. For sure. Ugh, no update, chat. That post was from like 3 days ago, so. Yeah, that's crazy, man. Couldn't be me, man. I've never really understood that. I don't get why guys are like, oh, if she goes on a trip, she'll cheat on me. Like, bro, she could cheat on you from her hometown. Like, were you guys, like, if someone wanted to cheat on you, they don't need to go on a trip to Europe to make that happen. You know? Dumb. All right, chat, let's keep it rocking and ripping. Chris, thank you for a gifted sub to Loyal Skink. Loyal Skink, where are those good manners at? Where are those good manners at? Make sure to say thank you to Chris. Chris, thank you for always supporting. If you guys are on the YouTube, make sure to like up the stream. We got 93 people watching, 81 likes. I know we could get that up to 85, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. If you guys are on the Twitch, make sure to follow. No matter where you're at, turn on the post notice so you can be notified whenever I go live, baby. Baby. All right, a post from 15 hours ago. Am I the a-hole for telling my husband he cannot be in the delivery room? I, 27 female, am 31 weeks pregnant with our second child and currently on modified bed rest because of concerns about preterm labor. We also have a toddler, 3 female. Since I am limited physically right now, I told my husband, 29 male, I need him to take more ownership of the house and follow through on things he says he will do. I told him I cannot keep carrying the mental load, making detailed lists, and then not being able to trust that things will get done. This turned into a 2-hour screaming fight. He told me I have not cooked or cleaned in a year, even though the months before this pregnancy included 4 miscarriages, and I am now on bed rest. He said I am too critical of him. He also has mentioned that my job has taken me away from being an involved mother. In parentheses, I work 8 to 5 like everyone else. He was fired from his job 2 weeks ago due to executive function issues on his end, and I'm still the sole income earner. Executive function issues? Chat, what does that mean? ADHD. Ah. Struggles with remembering to do tasks. Okay, not giving this man any leeway with saying this because I think he's a piece of shit. He should probably get an ADHD diagnosis, right? You know? Like, I hope he's going to therapy and seeing a psychiatrist to, like, work on this stuff. Guys, I might be a bad person for this, but I'm, like, low-key kind of concerned that that this man is taking care of a child? Like, call me fucking crazy, but if you have executive function issues that lead to you not being able to hold down a job, how the hell can I trust you to take care of our living, breathing 3-year-old toddler? Am I bad for saying that? I could be bad for saying that. It could be mild, but it's not mild enough to the point where he can keep his job. Like, listen, I'm not trying to shit on him, or excuse me, I'm not trying to shit on people with like really bad ADHD, but like, if you have bad ADHD to the point, like you need really bad ADHD to be fired from your job. I'm scared for this child. Like, hey man, you got to figure that shit out, whether it's medication or just like locking the fuck in. You got to figure that shit out. Yeah, no, I sorry guys. I mean, I'm hyper focusing on this, but like obviously him yelling at his bed rest pregnant wife is fucked up too. Huh. Okay, let me keep going. This is also not isolated. In another major fight this week, he called me a bitch and told me I make his days miserable. I mean, if true, like crazy, you guys are having a second kid. What the fuck? He tried saying it wasn't that bad that he did that because me calling into question his competence is worse. No, that's gaslighting. Like, no, it's not. Hey, man, your competence of not only being able to hold down a job, but getting shit done and taking care of your child when there's another one coming is way less of an issue than you calling her a bitch and telling her that, and telling your wife that she makes your days miserable. Last night before bed, he told me to shut the fuck up and get out. Both fights left me sobbing uncontrollably for hours. Wait, is this implying that he kicked out his bed rest pregnant wife from their room? Yeah, bro, I'm sure a child will fix this relationship. Holy shit. After the latest fight, I told him he will not be in the delivery room when our son is born. I'm not trying to keep him from meeting his son or from being involved as a father. But labor is a vulnerable medical event, and I do not feel emotionally safe enough to endure with someone who has recently been screaming at me, insulting me, and making me feel unstable while I'm at risk for preterm labor. I feel like that, yeah, dude, that's crazy too. Like, you stressing her out by yelling at her like this also increases the risk of her going into preterm labor. This man just sounds like a fucking piece of shit. I feel like the person supporting me during labor should make me feel calm, protected, and safe. Right now, he does not. The person you should be married to and having kids with should help you feel calm, protected, and safe. Oh my God. Holy shit. Am I the a-hole for deciding he cannot be in the delivery room? No, not the a-hole. I think the only way you could be the a-hole to yourself is if you don't divorce him now or after you have the baby. Whatever is more manageable for you. Edit, I should mention it's only the household burden he behaves incompetently with. He's a super involved and loving father to our daughter, like stay-at-home dad energy. And our fights never happen when she is awake, thankfully. At least a small silver lining to this shit show of a marriage as of late. I'm sorry, girl. You are working your 8 to 5 every day and don't get to see every little thing that he interacts with your daughter. Call me a bad person. This feels like a cope to me. This feels like people were shitting on her husband and telling her she needed to leave, and now she is coming up with justifications on why she shouldn't have to leave him. Oh, he's a super involved dad energy father. When like to me, bro, I just genuinely can't see this person who treats his wife this way being a genuinely good person and a good father. This feels like a cope to me. Like, if this is how he yells at you, it's eventually going to lead to your kids. Maybe not now if what you're telling us is true, but eventually. Oh, that's so wild, bro. You're bringing, like bringing a kid into this? Oh, God. Oh, shit. Chris with a little 5 gifted. You guys have been so generous this stream. Thank you, guys. I really do appreciate it. Holy fuck, man. Let me call out those people. Bear King, Angelique, Inari, Sunny Day Cubes, and Kiki Nader. Y'all be owing Chris some thank yous. All right, chat. We have good manners and good manners only. Chris, thank you for supporting. I appreciate it. Those are not the only gifted subs you've given today, and I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Wait, shoot, someone gifted me a sub. Look at that, Loaf Cat. I actually missed that. I don't know how you got that, Chris. Oh, it was Jen. Oh my God, Jen, I think I missed that. Shit! Jen, are you still in here? Miss Drevis, thank you for your gifted 1 month tier 1 sub 2 hours ago to Loaf Cat. I am so sorry. I'm so sorry, Jen. I am a bad person. I'm a bad streamer. We've been new. I really wish like the chat, like the gifted subs and stuff popped up in here. They used to. Actually, chat, I'm a little afraid to mess around with my settings in here based off the beginning of the stream. So I'm not gonna touch that shit with a 10-foot pole. Cat gifted 5 yesterday. Yeah, I know. I said thank you. I'm pretty sure I said thank you to Cat. Jen, I apologize. I don't think Jen's still in here. That's on me, Jen. I'm a bad seed. Let me check. Maybe updates or any comments. Oh, interesting. OP replied to a comment saying, you didn't hear the part where this has been going on only a few weeks? How am I supposed to know not to have children with him when the behavior only just started? Interesting. I missed that too. Wait. Okay, wait. OP never mentioned that this just started a couple of weeks ago. Like, yeah, you guys are saying it, bro. Like, even if this is true, you didn't hear the part where this has been going on for only a few weeks. You never said that. I don't think OP said that. OP just said he's been doing this now and this is not isolated. Okay, so maybe there's a chance because he was fired from his job 2 weeks ago. Maybe he's lashing out over being fired. That being said, that doesn't excuse the behavior. Like, is this his mask coming off? Of like how he handles conflict in his relationships? Like, I'm sorry, that sucks that he got fired from his job, but that's no excuse to berate you and verbally abuse you. He has severe ADHD. He does take medication and sees a specialist. I knew there were some communication issues like late notice of PTO because he would forget to request in advance. He's never been very good at managing his schedule. We had workarounds for this, but now he's lost his job and we are in an extreme bind. He needs more help. I mean, it sounds like he needs more help than just the ADHD stuff. Like, it sounds like he has anger management shit. I don't know, man. Like, listen, I think now knowing that this is irregular behavior makes me at least hopeful that, like, this is not his typical way that he interacts with his wife on a day-to-day basis, which is a good thing, right? A few weeks of out of character behavior is better than she's been dealing with this for years and years and years, and this is the norm. That being said, I am of the firm belief that, like, you only truly know someone when you see them go through a bad time. When you see them go through grief, job loss, something bad to the point that they show their true colors and how they interact with their partner when something bad happens in their life. And, like, this is not a good look. This is showing me that when he goes through hard times, his default is verbally abusing his partner. I guess you could argue that's better than constantly verbally abusing his partner, but it's still not okay. Yeah, Sunshine Lollipop. She is his emotional punching bag. Exactly. I don't think anybody's partner should be an emotional punching bag for their partner. That's not how that should work. Yeah, you guys are pointing it out in chat too. Like, this could escalate into something even worse. I just can't imagine that shit, man. Crazy, y'all. Oh. I'm trying to think, chat, if there's anything actionable that OP can do. I'm like, and I'm reading through some of their comments. I apologize. Just in my head. I think the best bet is if OP has family, there needs to be some sort of intervention. Like, you need to let them know, hey, he's cracking and he's verbally abusing me. I need someone here to, like, protect me. Like, OP's on fucking bed rest, you know? This is a dangerous situation. Someone needs to either call out the husband and tell him he needs help, who isn't OP, or they need to get OP out of this situation. Because, like, this is dangerous for the baby, by the way, too. Like, he is actively stressing out his wife, who should not be being stressed out right now. Ugh, that's scary shit, man. My friend asked if Sarby is cracking another grandma. Yeah, your friend's grandma, bro. Literally laying in my bed right now, waiting for me to finish up stream. Evil shit. I like it. All right, chat. I got 3 more Reddit stories. One of them has an update. Let's try to cook through these before I end stream, okay, guys? Let's do it. Let's do it. We got more. We got more to read. If you guys are on the YouTube, make sure to like up the stream. Thank you guys for 108 viewers over on the YouTube, 93 on the Twitch. Y'all are goated. Sorry, my voice just cracked there. 111 people on the YouTube. Make sure to like up the stream. We have enough people to pass 100 likes. Come on, eight more of you, please. Please like up the stream. If you guys are on Twitch, make sure to follow. No matter where you're at, though, turn on those post notifications so you can be notified whenever I go live, baby. Here we go. Am I the a-hole for asking my boyfriend not to stick chopsticks upright in his rice? I'm Japanese, 40 female, and in my culture, sticking chopsticks upright into a bowl of rice is considered disrespectful because it's traditionally done at funerals or as an offering to the deceased. Today at home, my boyfriend, 36 male, who is non-Japanese, stuck his chopsticks vertically into his rice. I politely told him that it's considered disrespectful in my culture and asked if he could lay them across the bowl instead. He immediately said it was silly and refused, saying they'd fall off. I told him they wouldn't, but then he said he wasn't eating Japanese food, so it didn't matter. I explained that it isn't about the food, it's about how the chopsticks are placed. It's also about respecting your partner's culture. He responded that we're not in Japan and that he wasn't changing what he was doing because he thought it was silly. That is literally the thought process of a toddler. Like, that's some shit I would expect from a 4-year-old. I calmly said I was only asking for a small favor out of respect for my culture. He then sharply replied, fine, I'll just use forks from now on. So I took the chopsticks away and handed him a fork. What upset me was how he immediately dismissed my request as silly instead of making such a small accommodation. No, that was what I was thinking in my head I wanted to point out. Like, all he had to do was pull chopsticks out, lay them on the side. Like, if your partner makes a big deal out of not doing that, they're a fucking dickhead. If you were telling him to fucking take those chopsticks out and shove them up his asshole, then I would see it. That's a crazy ask. That's wild. That's something you got to think about, unless he's into that. I don't know. Maybe he is. But, like, to just take them out from the rice and put them down on the side? And he's refusing to do that? Like, does your partner respect you? Respect your opinions? Respect your culture? I got quite angry and said, you're just like all the other white people who love anime and collect figures, but don't actually care about Japanese culture. Damn! I mean, she cooking. He was shocked by that and later told me I was petty, cynical, and intentionally trying to hurt his feelings. Pot, kettle, black, something, you know the phrase. I gave an example I gave an example of how whenever I have dinner with him and his family, they say grace before eating. I'm not religious and I didn't grow up doing that, but I do it anyways because I know it's meaningful to them. He responded that religion and culture aren't the same thing. Once again, the Sky Daddy stands with some terrible rhetoric. It's different because Sky Daddy will. I don't want to go to hell. Really, my. Well, actually. He also told me that during couples counseling, our counselor said we shouldn't have expectations of each other. I told him that's not why I was upset. I'm not angry because he didn't meet an expectation I had. I'm upset at how he immediately dismissed my request as silly and refused to make such a small gesture out of respect for my culture. No, for real. We're not talking about expectations. We're talking about not disrespecting your partner. Like, I'm sure your counselor would tell you that disrespecting your partner and her culture and further doubling down on it when they ask you not to do it is not how you have a healthy relationship. So Redditors, am I the a-hole for asking him to not put... So Redditors, am I the a-hole for asking him to not put chopsticks upright on rice since we are not living in Japan? I just don't get it. I don't understand this. Like, the request is so tiny. Like, even if you have an issue with it, just do it, because it's the person that you supposedly, allegedly love. You know? It's so easy. Like, it's not like you having your chopsticks in the rice upright, like, makes or breaks something in your life that's important. It's so easy. I don't get it. Like, it's the small things in life and doing the small things in relationships that I think make healthy relationships. You know? Just showing up every day and showing that your partner matters to you. And what OP's husband just did showed that she doesn't matter to him. Her wanting her partner to have respect for her culture doesn't matter to him. And that's fucked up. If you're in a relationship and you don't respect your partner's culture, you're a dickhead. Oh, that's also a good thing to point out, TM. He's weaponizing the counselor's words. Absolutely agree. Props to you guys for going to couples counseling. I could probably make the assumption that the fact that you guys are going to couples counseling means that your relationship ain't so solid anyways. But good on you guys for at least doing that. But when he's doing that and then weaponizing what the counselor says to fit his disrespectful behavior, it might be time to snip, snip, chop, chop that shit. You know? You know? r/holy fuck just break up. Wait, is that a subreddit? Is that actually a subreddit? That would be a fun one to make a video on. Oh my god, there is. Bro, that's crazy. Oh, it doesn't look like a ton of stuff gets posted in it, though. Oh, it's people. Oh my God, sometimes it's people putting their own posts in there. Oh, no, okay, never mind. Just kidding. Okay. That's crazy, man. Dude, can you imagine if you post on Reddit about your relationship and it gets reposted in r/holy fuck, just break up? Sarby found a new playground? I might have, man. A request is not an expectation. Exactly. Like, don't get me wrong. I think there are requests that aren't valid, right? I mean, my chopsticks up the ass thing was kind of a explicit, funny, like, haha, no way request. But like, genuinely, if somebody requested that of me, I'd be like, hey, that's crazy. That crosses my boundaries. We need to talk about that one. But when the request is don't disrespect my culture and all you have to do is a task that will literally take you 1 second. Yeah, that's a pretty fucking awful thing. Is there r/fuck Caillou? That's hilarious. I might just Photoshop Kai's face on Caillou real quick. Would that be bad? Actually, Chad, is it bad to Photoshop a black person's face on a white person? I'm genuinely asking. Would that not be okay? I don't think that'd be okay. Is that blackface? Is that? That's crazy. Should I call Kai? And ask? That actually would be monumentally funny. Although, is Kai on a flight right now? Kai could be on a flight. Let me see. Is Caillou white? Yes, I think so. Hold on, we're gonna try it.
Hello?
What up, Chud? You're on stream.
Oh my fucking God.
Yes.
Bro, so I wasn't live and had to use me for his content.
Yeah, sorry. So don't say any slurs like you normally do.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say one. Thank you for warning me.
I got you, dude. Anytime. Hey, quick question for you.
Mm-hmm.
If I Photoshop your face on Caillou,
Oh, God.
is that considered blackface?
Oh, that's a good question.
Right?
Oh, man.
Right?
Oh, man.
Like
I
I'm
feel
thinking, like if I Photoshop your face on Caillou, do I have to make Caillou black? Or is that even more racist?
Oh, man. But then I would just be like, is it Little Bill? Is that the black kid cartoon where he's like bald?
Fuck.
So I feel like I feel like it wouldn't be blackface though. Because it's my face or we're just becoming one. You know?
True.
Yeah, I feel like that's fine. I don't think that's offensive, right? Surely you don't get offended for that.
Surely nobody will get offended by that.
No one will get offended. Surely.
All right, cool. Well, we have the documentation, all right? If I get canceled, I'm pulling up this clip.
Okay, yeah, no, that's fine. Because I speak for all black people. So.
Exactly, no.
Works.
For sure.
Yeah.
You got the
Yeah, no, you got it.
Yeah. Fuck.
No, I believe in you.
Words are hard, Kai. Oh, also chat says hi.
Oh, hi, chat.
What is that? Kai's literally such a chud and she never streams anymore? Damn.
That's just not even true. I was live yesterday. I was literally live yesterday.
What about today?
No, I don't stream on Mondays.
Oh, you never stream. You never stream.
I literally stream so much.
What are you, fucking Garfield? I don't stream on Mondays. The fuck are you talking about?
You go to bed at 10 p.m. That's why you never catch a fucking stream, because I'm a DJ and streamer. It's not my fault you're a grandpa. You're snoozing it up over there. It's not my fault.
God forbid I have a healthy bedtime. God forbid.
Oh, you have to have a bedtime pushing 30. It's really showing.
I'm 28. I'm 28, Kai. I'm 28.
Yeah, you're creeping up on it quickly.
Okay, but so are you, bro. You're closer to 30 than 20.
Okay, that doesn't matter. I'm still younger than you. That doesn't fucking matter.
So? It doesn't mean you're not pushing 32. You can't be. You can't be.
I just turned 27. Have some fucking respect.
Oh yeah, you did turn 27. Happy late birthday
Shut
again.
Up.
By the way.
Thank
the way.
you.
Did you have a good birthday?
I did. I cried.
I feel like every girl cries on their birthday.
That's true. Yeah, it's a tradition for me.
I think it
We'll unpack
is.
that another time.
Do you mind me asking what you cried about?
Oh, yeah. Well, okay, so my dad is a narcissist, low-key, high-key. And so literally my birthday is never good enough because I'm always thinking about how someone else is going to make it about them. And then everything that doesn't go my way, I'm like, everyone hates me. So I cried about that.
Oh.
But then my friend came into my room and he was like, I lost my glasses. And for some reason, it made me laugh so hard that he looked me in the eyes while I was sobbing in my bedroom. And he just said, I lost my glasses. And I just started cackling and that was good. And I went back downstairs.
You know what? W friend. Was that any of the friends I know?
No.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, W friend.
You might be bad luck in friend groups. So I'm never introducing you to another one of my friends ever again.
I might be bad luck?
I think it was a you problem at the end of the day. You know what I mean?
Wait, what was a you problem?
Wait, you're live. Wait, I can't say that.
oh, I know what you're talking about. Shit! Oh my god, wait, you actually might be right.
Yeah, you might be bad luck, bro. Your vibe just fucked up the dynamic, bro.
Okay, but that's crazy because I had nothing to do with it. It just happened when I was introduced.
That's true, but also I feel like we can also blame the fact that you're definitely the shortest in the group on it, and you like brought down the group aura, and then it's like a skill check.
I forgot. I can just hang up on her. This is my stream. I have free will. Take that, Kai Uwoos. Kai Uwoos. I totally forgot I could do that. Incredible. I totally forgot. I forgot I have free will like that. Kai said, shut up. I'm sorry, Kai. I can't hear you over the decline on my phone. That was so mean, Sarby. Did you guys hear any of the shit she was saying? You guys are gonna call that mean? I spend my birthdays working and bringing my own cake to share with my coworkers. That's so cute, Chris. Wait, chat, rate the cake that I got Sam for her birthday. Rate the cake. Hold on, I actually have to figure out where I can find a picture of this. Oh, I know where. Beep, beep. Hold on. She posted it on her spam. Beep, beep. Give me a second, guys. I have to screenshot it. All right, chat. Rate the cake. Rate the cake. How'd I do? How'd I do? Thoughts? Any cake people in here? Any big bakers? Any big cakers in here? 5 out of 7. You can't say that without telling me. You can't say that without telling me why. I thought I did a good job. I thought I did a good job, you guys. Y'all are telling me I didn't do a good job? I like the technique. Oh, I want to clarify. I did not make this cake. I just paid for it. But I thought it looked cute. Sam's favorite color is yellow. You guys can't really tell, but that's yellow frosting, not white frosting. She likes pink. Her favorite color is yellow, so I was like pink and yellow. And then she likes carrot cake, so I got her a carrot cake. I did kind of go overboard because I got her the biggest cake possible. And then I was like, oh shit, we're gonna see like barely, like she only saw like a couple of her friends or whatever. So like we ate maybe a fourth of the cake and then we had to like leave it at her friend's dad's house the next day. Oh man. Oh, that was so good. God. I really hope someone clipped me just hanging up on Kai, bro. Just hanging up on Kai. Carrot cake does sound good, chat. I had some cheesecake the other day. I fucking forgot how much I love cheesecake. Cake freezes, yeah, but it also takes up a lot of space in the freezer. It was a big cake. It was like an 8-inch cake, man. Carrot cake is for psychopaths? How dare you talk about my girlfriend like that, Mbem? We're coming to get your ass. We're coming to get your ass. The only problem with r/holy fuck just break up is I can't put that in a title. If I put fuck, YouTube's going to demonetize me. So I don't know if I can deep dive into that one. But actually, hear me out, chat. You guys take posts from r/holy fuck just break up, put them in my subreddit. That way, it's an r/Sarby video, but with posts from r/holy fuck just break up. Title of the video r/just break up. Oh, I could also do that. You're right. I could just do that. That's fair. You guys make good points. Hold on. My girlfriend also texted me. Let me see what she said. Let me see what she said. Oh, she sent me a clip of Ludwig and Cutie and said, "Oh my God, the end." But I can't watch it right now. So you want to make us do the work? Exactly, Snark. You get it. Chat doing Sarby's job? Okay, if my subreddit videos are just me putting the stories into my own subreddit, people would be like, you're so lame for that. You know? Chat, do you guys want to say hi to Sam? Can you guys spam the chat with hi Sam and I'll send her a picture? I don't think I've seen her in chat. Maybe she's lurking. Maybe she's lurking and smirking. Oh, wait, chat, by the way, I said happy birthday to Kai, and she just didn't respond to my text message. Isn't that crazy, man? Isn't that insane? All right, chat, keep spamming. I need a full chat box. Beep, beep. Caillou is busy. Yeah. Beep, beep, here we go. Whee, okay. Perfect, it's going to her. She'll appreciate it. She texted me this morning and she was like, chat was so kind to me. And I was like, cause she's used to like mean people on social media. And she was like, oh, I'm just worried like they won't like me. And I'm like, dude, my chat will love you. My chat will not only love you, but if you ever come on stream, they will take your side no matter what. Even if you're wrong. Like it will be Sam and chat versus Sarby. I'm like, y'all pick Beans' side. You know? I think she'll appreciate it, chat. We put up with you. Of course we'll like her. That's so fair. That's so fair, man. I'll take any side but Sarby's. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Typical Mbem comment. Typical Mbem comment. All right, chat, let's keep it going. I got 2 more stories I want to read. This one does have an update. All right. Chicken, thank you for the $5 dono. Hi, Sam. Sarby better take a picture of this because I paid to say hi. Fine. Hold on. Oh, Sam replied. She said, stop, I'll cry. Tell chat hi and I love them and I hope they're all having a good day. She's such a sweet girl. She's so sweet. Just a sweet lady. I'm telling her she's so cute. Okay. I wish Sam lived here. We live to rage bait Sarby. That does not surprise me. That does not surprise me at all. Y'all are funny, chat. All right, let's get it rocking and ripping, y'all. We got 2 more stories to do. Let's do them. If you guys are on the YouTube, make sure to like up the stream. We got 109 people watching, 103 likes. Oh, by the way, Chicken, thank you for the $5 dono. You don't have to do that, by the way. You don't have to do that. I just want to clarify that. If you guys are on the Twitch, make sure to follow no matter where you're at. Turn on those post notifications so you can be notified whenever I go live, baby. Alrighty, here we go. That's the update. Am I the a-hole? I don't want custody of my sister's 3 kids. Posted 27 days ago, Tuesday, June 2nd, 2026. I, 29 female, have 1 kid, 11 female. My sister, 32 female, has 3 kids, 11 female, 8 female, 6 female. The oldest is also autistic. About 3 years ago, my sister lost custody of her kids. The girls were split up in the system for a little over a year before our mom, 52 female, got custody 2 years ago. Over the last 2 years, the girls have been really thriving. They're happy, healthy, doing well in school. Recently, my mom got unexpected health issues that are severely impacting her mobility and energy. There's no cure. She called me last week to ask if I would take the girls so they aren't split up in the system again. My heart sank. I love my nieces. There's no denying that. And my daughter loves her cousins. The kids all get along great. They live on the opposite side of the country, but I visit whenever possible. I'm always planning all sorts of activities and experiences for them and encouraging them to pursue the things they love. The oldest loves art. The middle child loves gymnastics, and the youngest loves Pokemon and video games. I plan things we can all do together and I make sure they each get one-on-one time too. I would die for these girls, but I just don't have the means to care for them full time. My husband and I are considered a low-income family. After a decade of saving, we finally bought a small 2-bed townhouse, but there's barely enough room for the 3 of us, let alone another 3 kids too. Man, that's tough. I suggested my mom move closer so I can help more day to day, but she shot that down rather quickly. Her reasons were she didn't want to pull the kids out of their current school, but I guess it's okay if I do? Yeah, that's not a great compromise. And with her health issues, she didn't want to have to find a new doctor. That one is pretty valid, and there's a serious healthcare crisis in my country. Okay, yeah, I think that one has a little bit more merit, I'd say. Us moving closer to them is not an option. We would both have to find new jobs, and my husband's current job has really good benefits we can't afford to lose. My mom is retired, so the only thing tying her to her current location is her doctor. My heart is breaking. I don't want to lose my nieces to the system again. I love the relationship we have, but I don't see how I can sustainably take on the 3 of them full time. My mom and my sister have been calling me. Okay, wait, hold on. The fucking sister? My mom and my sister have been calling me heartless and that I haven't fully thought it through, but I have. All right, I guess we don't know why the sister lost custody, but you don't just lose custody for absolutely nothing. So, like, respectfully, fuck your sister. She can't understand the pressure that's been put on you here. I've been thinking about it every day for over 3 years when my sister first lost custody. Okay. Looks like the edit is some clarifications based on comments that OP got, so I'm going to read that as well. Edit. The dad is not in the picture. He has 2 other kids from 2 other women that he has also walked out on. My sister is on drugs and living in a tent, in parentheses, but it's got a great view of the lake. And then the rolling eyes emoji. There's no other family that could help. Yeah, okay. So fuck your sister's opinion. My mother is also low income and her retirement funds barely cover their costs of living as is, but I would definitely be looking more into other But I will be definitely looking more into other resources and government funding. Thank you to those providing actual helpful advice and suggestions. I am not in the US. Okay, that's probably a good thing because the US probably wouldn't help you here or make it fucking miserable applying and eventually getting that months if not years later. Man, this is a tough situation. I don't think OP's the a-hole. I think this is very much you have to make sure your mask is on fully before you can help other people put on their mask. I was going to say no a-holes here, but it's kind of a dickhead move for your mom to be calling you heartless when, like, you're not heartless. You're just being realistic about the capacity of taking care of these children in a responsible manner. Like, I think it would be worse to take in these 3 kids and not be able to handle it well and give them a safe home. I think there are some solutions here, but I would definitely say there's probably not a perfect situation. Like, in my head, OP isn't against bringing these kids in. It's just the fact that she can't take the kids in on her own that I think is keeping her from taking the kids in. So I want to lean into finding a solution that allows OP to take these kids in. And I think the only solution I can think of is the kids have to move to OP. Like, that's non-negotiable. And I think the mom needs to sell her house so that they can afford a bigger house for all of them to live in, including the mom, which would also mean that the mom would have to have a different doctor, which sucks, don't get me wrong, but I feel like that has to be the compromise here to make sure that these kids don't end up in the system again. Like, guys, this is going to be really fucked up of me to say, but like, there is no cure to the mom's mobility and energy. And like, this is probably shitty of me to say, but like, because there's no cure, I feel like what doctor you have, the only thing that I think it will help with is like mobility and energy, but that will go downhill eventually. And like, call me a bad person, but I think we should prioritize these children having a roof over their head and not going into the foster system over the mom having a doctor that she's comfortable with. Or the only other thing is maybe they should try, and I don't know, OP never gave context here, but they should try doing the long drive to take the mom to the doctor that she prefers. That, like, I understand that that's a shitty thing to say, but I do think the priority here is the kids. They really need to legally serve the dad. I mean, who knows, man? It's another country. Like, it doesn't sound like this guy has the money to help these people, you know? Like, that might just be a huge time sink. I think the real solution here is looking into government funding and figuring out something that kind of works for everybody, you know? If we're talking treatment and end of life planning, that just is what it is. Yeah, and like, Snark, I'm not trying to like diminish the fact that this is sad for the grandma or the mom or whatever you want to say here, but like, I just feel like in this situation, you have to find the priorities. And in my opinion, that one is kind of the lowest. Don't get me wrong, it sucks. It really does. But like, to me, housing those children is top of the list. I kind of want to see what the comments are saying. Okay, not the a-hole. Your sister lost the kids. She has no right to guilt trip you into picking up the pieces she dropped. I agree with that. Yeah, someone who lost custody of her kids doesn't have an opinion about my parenting choices. Exactly. Yeah, I mean, it looks like Consensus is not the a-hole. Like, listen, I don't even think OP's... I think OP would only be the a-hole if they weren't willing to find other solutions, like the one that I just brought up. But it doesn't sound like that's the case. It sounds like if OP could, she would take these kids in a heartbeat, you know? They're across the country? Yeah. I mean, I don't know how far across the country. It doesn't sound like they... Like, if it's across the country, some countries are not that far away, you know? And, like, I'm dubious about how often she has to see her doctor. If it's between my grandkids and a doctor, it's them in a heartbeat. I agree. That just has to be how it is. You know? Your nails look slay. Sam did a good job. We got them done at a nail place, but she picked them out, so she still slayed. What did Sam say? She replied to you guys. Oh, Sam. Hi, chickens. Excuse me, chicken. Sam specifically said hi, chicken. So you got a special shout out from my girlfriend. From my beautiful girlfriend. She should be here smooching me. She said, also, I'm getting comfy on your side of the bed because I miss you. Stop! Need a flyer out here. $5 well spent. Can we see your nails up close? Bam. Crocodile design with some tribal. Pew, 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 pew. Chat, let's go to the update. I'm hoping we get a happy ending here. It's kind of long, but most of it's a clarification. So let's see. Let's see, y'all. Alrighty, here we go. Update to the post literally 6 hours ago. So today, Monday, June 29th, the day I'm reading this. 22 days. Oh, sorry. 27 days after the original post. It's been a hectic month, but before I dive into the update, I wanted to address a few more comments and questions from my last post that I was just too overwhelmed to elaborate on at the time. I'm sorry if it's a bit long. You can skip to the bottom for the update. I've spoken to the kid's caseworker. She interviewed me when my mother was first trying to get custody to ask about my upbringing and ensure it would be a good environment for the kids. I reached out more recently to go over logistics if I were to take them in. The caseworker told me she thinks I would be a great fit to give them a stable home, but I lack the adequate space needed to provide. But I lack the adequate space needed to be approved as their guardian. She offered to look into low-income housing options in my area that would be big enough, but the wait lists are unbelievably long. Finances. Yes, we would receive a decent chunk of funding per child and twice as much for the eldest on the spectrum to help cover the kids' costs. Hold on, I need water. But it's money that I would be spending on food, clothes, and other day-to-day necessities. Not money I would be... Oh my God, speaking is hard. Hold on, let me lock in. Not money I could put towards a down payment on a bigger house. That financial assistance also wouldn't be considered income as far as my MTG approval goes because it's money for the kids, not me. Chat, what's MTG? I'm still not entirely convinced Sam is real. You're right. I broke my rules and I AI generated her. Magic the Gathering? That's not what that means. Oh, someone said maybe mortgage? Okay, that makes sense. And when I say we just bought a small townhouse, I mean we just closed a little. I meant we closed a little over a month ago and haven't even finished getting settled yet. It has also took our entire savings to do so. We are financially sitting back at square one again. Breaking our brand new mortgage, in parentheses, not to mention the legal costs and realtor fees, etc., is not financially feasible. We also receive first-time homebuyer rebates in our closing costs / land transfer tax, in parentheses, thousands of dollars, that we would have to pay back if we don't live in our new house as our primary residence for at least a year. The rent prices where I live are about twice the cost of my mortgage, so even putting aside all those other factors, renting again still just doesn't make sense. The math is not mathing. If I could just win the lotto, my problems would be solved. Luckily, my husband has an amazing benefits plan through his work, so dental, glasses, meds, and even therapy are all covered and would extend to the kids if we got custody. All 3 need glasses, and the youngest has a nasty habit of losing or breaking hers. Information on caring for special needs. I mentioned the eldest on the spectrum struggles socially and with emotional regulation. She's also incredibly bright and appreciates her space and independence. I spent a lot of time volunteering with special needs kids when I was in high school, and I know how difficult it can be. My niece is not what I would consider difficult. She might operate a little differently, but it's nothing out of my scope. My daughter is actually very similar to my niece in all these aspects, and as I said before, my patience knows no bounds when it comes to these kids. I'm also fortunate enough to have the opportunity to work from home when needed. I do have to go into the office a couple days a week for some tasks that can't be handled remotely, but it's flexible enough that I can be home for emergencies, sick days, or even if it's just to go see their school talent show or something. My husband, on the other hand, has a very demanding job. It's impossible to do remotely, and it's not something he can easily call in sick from. Even if I had a huge emergency, he would have to wait for his replacement to enter the control room before he could leave. Okay, that's good to know. Building resentment in my husband and daughter. Okay, sorry. Information on building resentment in my husband and daughter. I've talked about this with my husband extensively since my sister first lost custody. He knows how much I love these girls and would support my decision to take them in if we could swing it. W husband. While I haven't talked to my daughter about it because I don't want her to get her hopes up over something that likely can't happen, I can say that she's begged me for a sibling every year since she was a toddler. She's had a really hard time with bullies at school, and her cousins are her best friends. She would happily welcome them all in with open arms, even if it meant being cramped in one room. Okay, so it sounds like the main problems here are housing and probably finances. Main one being housing. That's tough. They kind of are in the worst possible situation where they literally just got this new place. I'm wondering, and I don't really know if this makes sense with the mom's health issues. I think if they could last a year before the cousins move in with OP, this is somewhat doable. Like, it sounds like they need to be in their place for a year. At least. And like with that, if the mom compromises to sell her place and move to them, I think this is somewhat manageable still. I also recommend, and granted, guys, I have no experience with this because I haven't worked in corporate ever. I do think that also gives you time to maybe bring up a raise to your job. I bring up this book all the time. I haven't brought it up in a minute, so I'll bring it up again. I Will Teach You to Be Rich actually has a section I Will Teach You to Be Rich, which is a book I recommended to you guys if you want to learn about like credit cards, mortgages, investments, things like that. Still highly recommend it. And the author is a great dude, AKA not a raging Republican. In that book as well, he gives a game plan for people to ask for a raise in their job. I can't say whether or not it's effective. All I have to say is if I were working a 9 to 5, I would be very aggressive about asking for raises and what I need to do to earn those raises. Me personally, and I think that might be a good thing for OP and the husband to do here, because if they can bump up their salary or their hourly, however they get paid, that just makes it a little bit more realistic for them to be able to give these kids a better home. Just throwing that out there. I think, honestly, that's more advice to like anybody watching this. Like I said, get that book. It'll change your life, and maybe you'll have a good game plan for how to ask for a raise from your employer, you know? My social anxiety could never listen, Snark. I feel like that is one of those, like, you just got to get exposure therapy. You gotta, you know? Half of getting what you want out of life is just asking and knowing how to ask. I encourage y'all, step out of your comfort zones, bro. What you guys want out of life is on the other end of your comfort zone. Not on the other end, on the outside of your comfort zone. I truly believe that. Okay, guys, we finally got to the update. Let's see it. My mom and nieces are currently visiting me. In parentheses, we're camping just outside my city, and we seem to have found our compromise. My mom is going to take the year to scrape together what money she can for a down payment to move closer to me. Okay. She's also going to ask her doctor about referrals to a doctor in my city. In the meantime, I've offered to take the girls during major school breaks, in parentheses, summer, spring break, and Christmas. The house will still be very cramped during those weeks, but we spend the majority of the summer camping anyway, so the tight quarters aren't for very long periods of time. Oh, that's such a great compromise. I like that. My husband, in parentheses, I truly don't know what I did to deserve him, has offered to work as much overtime as he's allowed to help us replenish our savings and hopefully get a bigger place when it's time to renew our mortgage. Bro, this man loves you. W husband. I would also do that shit, bro. I would do that shit. I would be streaming every day. I would come out with 4 YouTube videos a week. That would probably kill me. I can't even lie, chat, but I would do it. I would do it. My work won't let me do any overtime. On a totally unrelated note, does anyone have any advice or insight on how to get into selling feet pics? Asking for a friend. There are some weirdos, man. I'm sure there are some subreddits, right? Right? My sister found my original post and has been blowing up my phone with nasty texts and voice messages. She's even made some wild Facebook posts about what a traitor of a sister I am. I simply don't have the energy to listen to her 2 cents on the matter, so I'm ignoring her on all fronts. Yeah, I would say the safe bet is when your drug addict sister has a problem with what you're doing, that also is directly because they're a drug addict, you just ignore them. Block them on Facebook, block her phone number, tell her to go do drugs or whatever the fuck she's doing. We definitely can't take custody anytime soon, but we haven't shut down the possibility of taking them in the future when it makes more sense. I think this possibility is what's keeping my mother cooperative for the time being. And that's totally way more realistic. Like, this was just sprung upon you now. Like, you need time to prepare for something like that, you know? Even if you have the money to, like, take them in now. That's definitely something that you're like, okay, if I could have like a year before this happens, that gives me time to like prep and make sure that I'm ready to take up this responsibility. This will likely be the last update unless the plan for my mom's move next year craps out, in parentheses, knock on wood. I got you, girl. We knocking on some wood right now. Thank you to everyone that gave genuinely helpful advice and support. Time to go swimming. You know what? Great update. I feel like that's happy ending. The compromise wasn't exactly what I came up with, but I still think it's a great compromise. And that's just what needed to happen. And I am really glad that, respectfully, the person that needed to compromise here was OP's mom. And I'm glad that the mom got there. Like, W mom. We should throw that out there too. W husband, WOP, W mom. Everybody except for the fuck ass sister acted appropriately in this update. And I can go to sleep happy with that. I don't know, men just come into my Tumblr inbox and start asking. Hey, make them, all I have to say is if you're going to do that, make them pay first. Make them pay, and make them pay in a way that they can't, like, rescind, you know? That's so funny, man. Get your bags, queen. Sell those feet pics. I've been getting TikTok messages asking, what would you do for $10,000? Yeah, those are scams. For sure. Big old scams. Don't listen to those ones. Y'all just talking about feed pics. Alrighty, chat. Long reading Reddit stream today, chat. You're welcome. You're welcome. If you guys are on the YouTube, make sure to like up the stream. We got one more story left, all right? That's like, I fucking think I read like 8, maybe 10. I don't even know. We read a lot. If you guys have enjoyed the stream, all I ask is that you like up the stream. If you're on Twitch, make sure to follow no matter where you're at. Turn on the post noties so you can be notified whenever I go live. Mitch Sona, what up? Coming in just to catch the last story of the stream. Am I the a-hole for mentioning I am also a professional when a doctor took over 45 minutes to finally appear at an appointment? I want to start by saying that I understand doctors are busy. I do not make an issue of reasonable delays, especially because the doctors are very apologetic when they do come in to see me. In fact, I have not experienced a doctor delay that was more than 15 minutes in I don't know how long. Anyway, today I took my kid to a midday pediatric dermatology appointment. Since my kid's issue is minor, I scheduled a client meeting for later in the afternoon, figuring we had more than enough time to get the issue checked out and for me to get to the meeting. My kid and I got to the doctor's office early and were called back right around the time it was scheduled. The nurse checked us in, we waited 10 minutes for the resident to come look at my kid, and then we were told that the main doctor would be right in to finalize everything. We were 25 minutes into our appointment and the doctor still hadn't shown up. At this point, a nurse came in to say that the doctor was just finishing up with another patient and would come right in. Fine. But 15 minutes later and still no show. So I approached the nurse to ask when we can realistically expect the doctor to see us. She said the doctor is with another patient. She'll be with you in 10 to 15 minutes. I was admittedly exasperated since it had been 40 minutes past our appointment time and I needed to leave soon. I responded, in parentheses, not angrily, no yelling, nothing like that. We've been waiting a really long time. I am also a professional and I have a meeting that I have to attend, so I do need to wrap this appointment up. 5 minutes later, the doctor finally came in parentheses, 45 minutes after our appointment time, didn't apologize for the delay, didn't even look at me when I said something, and began speaking directly to my preteen kid without asking me anything about the condition. Overall, it was an annoying experience. Anyway, after the appointment, my kid said it was embarrassing when I mentioned that I'm a professional. But my reasoning is that I am a professional. My time is as valuable as the doctor's, even though I was not being treated as such. And the delay was not only frustrating in and of itself, but it was also affecting my ability to do my own job. So Reddit, am I the a-hole for mentioning that I'm a professional? Okay, there is like an edit with some more information. I want to comment on this as is because at the end of the day, I think it is okay for you to point out when someone is not doing what their job should entail. Like, I'm dubious about this doctor is with another patient because what that tells me is like, y'all had some sort of system that's broken that's allowing for your appointments to be pushed 45 minutes back, which is crazy. Like, that's not how a doctor's office should operate. Either you guys are allowing your clients to come in so late that it affects your other clients' appointments, and that's not okay, or you guys aren't managing like, hey, the appointment for one reason or another started super late and you're going to have a long wait time. Are you okay with that, or can we reschedule this? Like, that's how you professionally handle it, you know? And I think OP is going to go into like what they mean by they're a professional. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe some people are going to be like, well, he's a doctor and what he does is more important. But like, a professional is a professional. Like, in a lot of ways, I'm a professional. I'm a professional at what I do. I do my absolute dandiest to show up to meetings, appointments, whatever it be, on time, because that's just what you do, no matter what your profession is. Some doctors overschedule, and I would argue that that's unprofessional. Don't overschedule. Why would you think that that's an okay thing to do? Yeah, unless there was a literal emergency and crisis, valid, and the doctor should have explained. Here's the thing, is then you say, hey, the doctor's dealing with a literal emergency and crisis. We need to reschedule. You don't make them sit there for 45 minutes. And also, you don't be disrespectful to them when they do wait 45 minutes afterwards. Like, you tell them, hey, I appreciate you waiting. I apologize. There was an emergency. What can I do here? That's what the professional thing to do is. You know? Yeah, regardless, everyone's time should be respected. Absolutely, TM. I agree with that. I think not respecting someone's time is one of the most disrespectful things you can do. And I understand that sometimes you do that on accident, and like, all you have to do is just acknowledge like, oh shit, I'm sorry. That's my bad. But like, it doesn't even sound like they could do that here. You know? And like, I think you should tell your kid, like, more than anything, you have to be like, hey, your time is valuable, right? This is directly because they're not respecting my time. I might run late to this client meeting, and that pays my bills, which allows you to be able to go to the doctor, which allows you to eat food, which allows you to have a roof over your head. Like, that's disrespectful of the doctor. Just because your profession is like harder to get the degree for doesn't make you more of a professional than like me, who's a YouTuber. And I know that's crazy to say because all I do is sit here and ha ha he he, but like, I too would be annoyed if someone disrespects my time, because that's time that I could spend streaming, editing videos for my audience. And like, I have a right to be upset about that. And I think if you think that I don't have a right to be upset about that, there's something wrong with you. Chat, let's read these edits real quick. OP has a lot to say. Let's look at them. To respond to some common comments, one, my stating I was professional was in relation to the doctor, not other people. As in, hey doctor, other people also have jobs, so can you please respect our time too? It was not intended to imply that my job is more important than other people's jobs, only that my job was as important as the doctor's job. For people who are arguing that my professional comment somehow excludes tradespeople, you clearly don't know a lot of tradespeople. What? That's such a stretch, bro. Like, when they said professional, like, I'm roping in me as a YouTuber, which is a further, like, I could see people stretching that further than tradespeople. Like, tradespeople are professionals, you know? I have two kids, so I've been to plenty of appointments, I have two kids, so I've been to plenty of appointments, both for them and for me, and in all that time, I've never experienced a delay of more than 15 minutes, including for afternoon appointments. That's why scheduling a client meeting after the appointment did not feel unreasonable. 3, my kids' doctors have always greeted me first. I cannot remember a single time when a doctor for one of my kids greeted them first. I mean, 2, I think it's just like, if there's a minor involved, you should really talk to the parent quite a bit. And there should be a respect of, like, I'm talking to both the minor and the parent. Four, both the doctor and I are women. 5, I did not yell or raise my voice at the nurse. At most, I was exasperated when she said another 10 to 15 minute wait. And then there's one final edit. I admit that referring to myself as a professional was a-hole behavior. Really? Is that what we're saying in the comments? Damn, are people actually kind of defending the doctor in these comments? I know how doctors roll and that they get caught up with people that have more difficult cases than my own. I plan for it to take forever, and I'm always pleasantly surprised when it doesn't. I mean, good for you, but like, kind of fuck that. Yeah, wait, because people are saying doctors talk to the patient. Her talking to your son is not undermining you. But like, I'm with you, Chris. In my experience, doctors always acknowledge me before my minor child. Also, and maybe too, like, being acknowledged first might be like a whatever thing to say. But like, I think the fact of the matter is, like, the doctor completely disregarded OP because clearly the nurse had told the doctor that she was upset that she had to wait 45 minutes and the doctor was giving her some attitude. Which, like, to me, if you make someone wait 45 minutes for you, whether that's a reasonable reason or not, you need to, like, at least be aware that that is something that's massively annoying. Sorry, guys. End of stream. Hard to talk. Like, this is, honestly, y'all, I'm gonna say it. This comment is insane to me. Don't get me wrong. I think being like, doctors have an important job of like helping sick people and like emergencies pop up. But like, that doesn't mean that they just get to completely disrespect and disregard your time. The respectful thing to do in this situation is for the nurse to come up to you after like a 20 to 25 minute wait and say, hey, the doctor is dealing with an emergency right now. He probably won't be in here for a while. Would you like to reschedule your appointment? Or she. Sorry, the doctor's a she. Like, it shouldn't be... It shouldn't just be like, oh, well, doctor do important things, so fuck your time. Like, this is a little bit of a, like, a rollover and fucking, like, just let people walk all over you. Like, I don't fuck with this. Try not to plan things after a medical appointment. It's risky and you lost on that risk. Bro, this is crazy to me. Like, God forbid this woman do her job. I don't know, bro. I think these comments are stupid. Being honest about wait times is important. They drop the ball there. It's better to say it might be a while than to keep leading you on. Why is nobody giving verdicts? Like, all these people that are commenting are kind of cowards. Not a verdict. No verdict in this one. No verdict in this one. No, like, y'all, because, listen, maybe OP could have, I don't know, dealt with it better. But I think all of us should be annoyed when people don't respect their time. And I think that's okay. Why are we sitting here in the comments being like, yeah, bro, it's completely okay. It's completely okay when you're getting walked all over. I don't agree with that. I really don't. Like, yeah, maybe what OP said was like haughty-toddy, but also like I would kind of be haughty-toddy in this. I'd be like, be professional. Some of y'all, yeah, I see someone saying everyone sucks here. I don't agree with that. I think this is not the a-hole. I think OP has a right to be like, be better. It's super easy just to be like, you mean hoity-toity? Whatever. You know what I mean. The self-importance showed. OP is the a-hole. The self-importance showed. I don't agree with that. Like, y'all, I think there's a difference between self-importance and just being like, hey, bro, you need to respect me. Don't get me wrong. I think there's a little bit of an argument of a fine line that we're walking here. But to me, like, OP didn't do anything egregious that I'm like, oh my God, you're so full of yourself. OP's just saying, hey, I've learned how to respect people. I've learned how to respect people's time in my profession. You should learn how to do the same. I think that's valid. And I think OP was pointing out more of the attitude of the doctor, that the fact that the doctor didn't even acknowledge that she was in the room with her. I don't know, man. I think the comments are not cooking here. I think they're just fucking, they're just on like the doctor's dick here. The comment, I'm a professional. I mean, maybe, but I don't think that makes them the a-hole. I mean, is she wrong? I don't she is a professional, and in her profession, like, I don't know. I think to me, it's a stretch. I think the people, like, she wouldn't have had to make that comment if they just respected her time. That was a dermatology appointment, not somebody that deals with that extreme of emergencies. Okay, Xavier, my grandpa was a dermatologist and my aunt's a dermatologist. There are, contrary to popular belief, dermatology emergencies. I want to clarify that. I don't think we can just blanket statement like there's no such thing as a dermatology emergency, because that's just not true. Like, I know for a fact that's not true. Like, I'm not trying to take away from the fact that there could have been some sort of emergency that made sense for the doctor to do that. but it's disrespectful to, when somebody has an appointment time, not be truthful and update them properly. Like, I'm sitting here, chat, and I'm like, I too would have been annoyed by this. Like that, and that person who's like, don't schedule stuff after a doctor's appointment. Like, y'all don't fucking make time. Like what? Am I supposed to just like make a doctor's appointment and then fuck off the rest of the day? Because who knows if that doctor's appointment is going to take all day? That's stupid. If I make an appointment, it doesn't matter with who. If I make an appointment, I'm expecting that the allotted appointment time that they branch out for me is the time that I'm going to be spending there. Maybe you leave 30 minutes of leeway before and after. Maybe. But it sounds like it was like bleeding into further than that. Yeah, the doctor should have apologized for being late and greet them. Exactly. Just the fact that the doctor didn't do that makes me think that no matter even if you want to argue that OP, like the doctor needs to greet the patient, not the parent, whatever. If that's really your stance, fine. But the fact that she didn't even address that she's 45 minutes late is fucking annoying and disrespectful. If you show up late to a meeting, address it. Hey, I'm so sorry for that. I was dealing with an emergency. What can I do for you? Bing, bow, blam. If you're showing up 45 fucking minutes late, you better have the best manners. You better be on your best behavior for me. Chat, I never actually finished reading the edit. Give me a second here. I admit that referring to myself as a professional was a-hole behavior and that I could have conveyed the same sentiment by just saying that my time is also valuable. I have apologized to my kid for this and they accepted my apology. While I acknowledge that other people have regularly experienced long wait times, I have not. I'm sorry if you think that makes this post fake, but I am very lucky to have been seen promptly by nearly every doctor going on for over 10 years, from pediatricians to eye doctors to my own PCP to specialists. I mean, are we just okay with like making appointments and being like, well, they're the doctor. They're allowed to completely disregard my time. Like, I'm not saying the doctor shouldn't be allowed to have to handle emergencies, but like, at least take care of the people that you're disregarding because you're handling the emergency, you know? I don't know. Call me crazy. I think the comments are not cooking. I don't know what... The comments really latched onto this woman caring a lot about their job and their profession. And for some reason that pissed them the fuck off. Oh, I guess I actually don't even know if this is a man or a woman. He, she, it, them. I don't think it matters. Like, either way, like, I think it's okay to be like, this is not fucking nice behavior. This is not professional behavior. I think if anything, OP was pointing out them being a professional because she was trying to emphasize their unprofessional behavior. Could they have probably said it a lot better? Yeah. Maybe. Oh, edit 3 or whatever it was, we are both women. Thank you, Xavier. You're right. I wasn't fucking that up. Thank you for reminding me. Yeah, weird one. Didn't fuck with that one. Controversial, chat. Controversial Sarby in the house, bro. I know you guys kind of like it. I know it tickled your fancy a little bit, chat. I know it. Chat, let's raid Tori. All right? She is... Her title of the stream is, Would You Fight Me for $1? Yeah, bro, I'd fucking... Boom, beat. Looks like she's playing some sort of trivia game. Hop into the raid. Let's show my friend some support. Tori's been going off with the clips lately, so she's got entertaining streams for you. Chat, I will be live again tomorrow. I think tomorrow I'm going to read less Reddit stories and do more Subnautica content, as well as maybe I'll find a video to react to. All right? So come through. If you don't, you hate me. All right. Tell Tori I said hi. Oh, if you're on the YouTube, make sure to like up the stream before you leave. Thank you guys for over 100 viewers on the YouTube. I appreciate you guys. Okay, here we go. Bye. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Go, 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 go.